How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. You're watching Unboxing Thursdays. Tonight, I'm going to be opening up this Mythic Legions, these two SH Figuarts figures, and something from my new hobby that I like to enjoy, talking about some new toy topics. And we have a special guest, so stay tuned. Enjoy the show. If you have a second during the intro, hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And let's get to it.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one Zusi on the name.
Let's try them. Let's still try.
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, episode 187. 187 on an undercover cop. What we do every week, we just, DK and I hang out. We usually have a guest, open up some toys, and talk about this really awesome hobby of ours. DK, what's going on, man?
Not much. It was my birthday.
Are you
3
unsure?
days ago?
Are you unsure?
Yeah, I just can't do math right now. I can't remember, when was it?
It was your birthday on Monday.
Monday.
Yes,
Yeah.
happy
So I
birthday.
want to tell everyone thank you for all your birthday wishes. I know a lot of people reached out on IG, but I haven't been on IG. But I saw a bunch of messages, and I know a lot of people wish me happy birthday. So I want to give a shout out to everyone. Thank you for well wishes, and yeah, just got some presents and got some toys to open. So
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to open some of those presents. My family wants to know too,
Okay.
and see your reaction. So when you do it, let's keep it PG. Also, speaking of
Great.
keeping it PG, that should be a warning to a friend of ours who wants to hang out tonight and who has some time, and very nice to stop by and open some toys with us. You may recognize him from such shows as Unboxing Thursdays episode 186, which was available last week. You might have seen him in the Avatar: The Last Airbender trailer that debuted this week. Please welcome back the one and only Mr. Paul Sun-hyung Lee.
What's up, Butter Nation?
Yo.
How's everybody doing?
We're good.
Awesome,
Did you
we're
know
good.
it's DK's birthday this week?
Happy birthday, DK.
Thank you.
How old you turn? 13?
Oh, I wish. 38 now. 38.
38. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I was off by a bit, by about 25 years.
You wish.
Just a bit. I wish.
We had lunch today, me and DK, and you know how you're like, oh, I wish. He was saying, Paul, he's like, man, I'm really starting to feel my age, and he's starting to feel old, and I'm like, well, how so?
Right.
And he says to me, there's so many things that I want to do that I haven't done yet.
Like eating
And-
cooked chicken?
Yeah, eating cooked chicken that's not rotting. But having known him for so long, and I was very curious. I'm like,
Yeah.
what did you want to accomplish?
Yeah.
What do you feel like that you're running out of time on? DK, it's all yours.
What? I said that I wanted to learn how to solder, right? Like soldering circuit boards. And
Cool.
Kev said that, that's so simple. Like, it's just melting, metal and then circuit and then pulling it out and then remelting it and whatever, right? It's like, why'd you name it like that? And I was like, I don't know, I want to learn how to solder, right?
Yeah,
But I didn't
that's not-
explain the why.
Yeah.
But basically, I should just learn more about circuitry and boards, and I wanted to kind of, maybe look into being an electrician type of thing, right? So,
Yeah, man.
but Kev
Kevin.
was just like,
No,
just
here's
want
the
to learn to
thing,
solder.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Yum.
Can I say something? I did not yuck his yum. The way he presented it was, he's like, I don't want to be like 50 years old and then, trying to learn soldering then. And I'm like, why wouldn't you be able to learn it at age 50? It's honestly a 45-minute YouTube video at most to get started.
But have you soldered?
Yeah.
You know how to solder?
Yeah.
Can you do it well?
No, but I never wanted to. I don't have ambitions to. And here's the thing: you didn't even say you wanted to be an electrician, DK. You said
Yeah.
you said I had a mouse that was broken, and instead of throwing it out and buying a new $100 mouse, I asked my dad to help me with it, and he took over the whole thing. And you wanted to do it yourself, and you
Yeah.
wanted to be able to
Solder.
fix electronics around the house, things like
Yeah.
that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, so you want to kind of be an electrician. But the first thing you're like, I'm running out of time, man. I gotta learn how to solder. You can do it by the end of this stream. Paul, you're very, you use very technical handyman terms. You know the names of types of woods and table mounts and legs and casters and stuff. I presume you've soldered.
Yes.
Is it hard to start in this?
It can be intimidating because you're holding a white hot tip of metal and you're melting other metal into tiny little puddles. It takes a fine motor control for it and a light touch, and it's a little finesse because you need to be able to apply the right amount of solder on the wire onto the board or whatever. So it is very, very intricate work sometimes. It's very straightforward once you get the hang of it, but
Right.
it can be a bit, you sometimes you forget that's a smoking hot tip of metal right there, and you can't just put it down anywhere, right? So there's a little bit of that and getting used to it, but I think it's something that I've actually used in my builds, putting together my proton pack, having to learn how to solder some wires into certain spots and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
it does come in handy when a toy breaks. You go, oh, it's just a loose wire,
Right.
and you
Yeah.
kind of go, oh, I can fix this, and that's kind of empowering, which is cool.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like I worry about like what if I don't solder it properly or doing the reverse way, like I burn the board or something, right? Like I don't
yeah.
want to screw it up, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I said it's like, yo, I want to learn it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. But
I
yes,
wanted
I
to
didn't
learn how
present
to,
it well.
I want to learn how to TIG weld.
What
do
is
some
that?
What is
welding.
that?
What is that?
It's when you have like you take the like a welder, like you're welding metal together, right?
Right.
You're attaching two pieces of metal together,
Okay.
with heat and metal. Basically, it's like soldering except on a much larger scale.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how to fix these legs on this table here.
Oh,
and which are
you have
metal.
your robot legs.
Yeah, no, my robot leg. I ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
You gotta do it with my legs, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and DK, I'm not saying like don't do it. It's just the way you present it. Like, man, I'm really running out of time. I'm feeling my age, and I'm like, what is it? What could be stressing you out so much that you're like pondering life? I wanted to solder. You're like, how am I supposed to learn it at age 50? I just thought it was
Hilarious.
it
We
was
laughed.
random.
We
Yeah.
laughed.
No, I had a good laugh. And then what did I say? I think all your circuitries
Like all your circuitry is off, and
Upstairs.
I'm like, yes, that is right.
upstairs, man. Yeah, well, we're gonna say hi to the chat real quick. We do have some stuff to unbox tonight, and a lot of stuff to talk about. I got some really cool toy things. As our guest this evening, Mr. Paul, do you have some toys to open tonight? You
I
hanging out?
do. I have a couple of toys that were left over from my stream that was deemed too dangerous for YouTube and was shut down prematurely on Sunday. That's right. My show, which I do on Sunday nights called Funboxing Sunday, got pulled by YouTube because apparently I had violated community standards with regards to this. Finger guns. No, just kidding. I had a replica Star Wars blaster which I said many times, although I did not put a banner up saying this is not a real weapon. So I guess the bots or the AI police for YouTube saw it being shown on my live stream and they pulled the plug. So I've got these two. I've got this toy right here. It's from Avatar, the one with the blue people, not the Netflix series that's coming up. So it's the 1899 Scorpion gunship. And I also have the amp suit with the RDA driver that I'm going to be unboxing. And then once those are open, I want to try something. Steve 3 actually got these action figure stands on Amazon. And they are made of translucent plastic. And what I'm going to do is they come disassembled. I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to try to use them as little bases, stands for these these Micro Galaxy Squadron ships to see if they actually work. So I thought that would be something. And I also do have, if we're stretching for stuff, I have a number of blind boxes that I can open up.
Nice
for the stream. Yeah,
sweet. Excited to see some of that stuff. I'm interested in those stands. I've ordered some from Amazon a few years ago. Remember those Japanese ones, DK, that were the similar type?
Did we order from Amazon? I thought it was AliExpress.
I got them from Amazon a few years ago. But yeah, I still have a bunch of them I don't use because I don't pose my toys. DK, what are you opening tonight?
I am. I guess
prepared.
I'm open my birthday presents from Kev and family.
Yes.
So excited about these two.
Nice.
And I would probably think I'm gonna open up Doc Ock.
Nice.
Aha. On this one. And I already opened this up, but I picked this up on my birthday at Heroes World. Got it from John and the team, and I got this one. So,
nice.
TMNT Power Rangers Shredder. Been wanting this for a while.
Green Ranger Shredder. I love that crossover. Did you get other toy gifts for your birthday? Or you just got the
no Shredder? Not that I can think of. Yes, no, that's it. The Shredder. That's all I got.
Awesome. All right, I have tonight. I figured because Paul was going to show up, I would open this SH Figuarts Indiana Jones.
Nice.
I need to find that. Hasbro. What's his face? Short Round.
I got it. I have him.
He looks really good.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's the only Indiana Jones figure ended up getting.
I ordered this SH Figuarts Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen. It arrived today. I ordered this from AliExpress on the 18th, exactly 1 week ago, and it arrived here today. Unreal timing in terms of AliExpress standards, and it looks real, and we'll get into that. Matthew Toy, who's in the chat, hooked me up with one of these Mythic Legions. Valiant Knight is the name. I just thought it was a knight. And I've seen these being posed up after Legion's Con, I think it was, and they look super posable. I want to check this out. Thank you, Matthew. And my newest, I guess, hobby thing that I wanted to collect. Sometimes when there's a lull in collecting, one of my eyes start looking the other way, and I get into new stuff that I really don't need to. Is this is a 1/55th scale. Not focusing. I'm in photo mode. Takara Tomika Honda City Turbo 2. I've just been eyeing these little kind of like older looking cars, little boxy shapes coming back from Japan. I really like those like little stubby vans and little cute cars like this. So I've been collecting ones like this. So this is what I've been getting into myself and Mario too, I think. So we're gonna get into this tonight. Paul, do you have this feature with the picture-in-picture?
Yes. I do use that. I do use it. See if I can do it. Yay, there I am. Sort of.
There you go.
There you go. Huh?
Yeah, so this is 1/55th. That's what we're opening tonight. We're going to talk about some toy topics. And first I want to say what's up to everyone. What are you giggling at?
Paul's just going crazy with the picture-in-picture.
No.
just nonstop. I can't believe you didn't see it.
I did it on my stream too.
I was trying to read the chat. Let's say what's up to everybody here. It's a nice Thursday night, and we're here to open up some toys. I want to thank all these awesome people for being here. DK, you want to do it? Birthday honors, or you want me to do it?
I can do it.
They're here for you.
I can do it. So I want to give a shout out to Aaron S. Says happy birthday, DK Dom Muchuchiaro Zerl.
Sir, what's that?
Zerl. Did I say it wrong again? Come on. How does
No, that's what I'm going to call him from now
That's
on.
what it is. Like he's a deserting turtle. He's a desertal.
Okay, come
You're
on.
good.
No.
It's good.
Let me know. I want to know.
Desertal.
Desertal, yeah.
Right.
Did you
Same
say
thing.
it right or wrong? Oh man.
No.
Okay, never mind.
It's just you said it really fast and it sounded funny.
Okay.
That's all.
Carrie,
his birthday,
thank you
Kevin.
with a happy birthday wish. Paul Morales, Mr. Ryan Clark, Taco Boy.
What's up?
Thank you for the happy birthday shout out. Beater Builds, Torensu.
You can't miss Stream
David.
Elements.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Our
Stream
longest
Elements. Hello. Thank you. David Joreta. Oh man, that was I'm nervous there.
Why are you so nervous?
I don't know. I'm sweating right now.
What the hell?
This is right. I'm botching this right now.
Yep.
Literally action figs.
What's up?
Hello. Got Man Mountain 275. Beskar Kid. Hello. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
well,
birthday!
happy
to you,
belated.
Mr.
Man Mountain 275. Yoko. Hello, Yoko.
Hey,
Mr.
Yoko.
Riley Bob. Which I want to say, thank you to Mr. Riley Bob for donating to my soldering future. Thank you for that.
Thank you. We're gonna. I was gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Thank you,
Um,
Riley Bob.
Alexander Eagleson. Hello,
What's up?
hello. Loki in the house. Man, I'm really slow at this.
What's up,
Matthew?
Matthew? There you go.
Matthew is here.
How can
pretty
you
sure
tell
it's
which is the right wire if everything is desaturated? He's not colorblind. It's just his camera is not calibrated properly. There's a difference between that and
poor
which
lighting.
he needs to snip.
Poor lighting. I'm sorry. 796 Studios in the house.
Mario, what's good?
Mario.
Uncle Iroh in a gunship.
Man Beast Boys in the house. Hello. KJ Smith. Johnny Cock is here.
Hey,
Hello.
Johnny, long time no see. What's up, KJ?
Nom. Kuya Kicks is in the house. Hello. Will you be at this Sunday's convention, Kuya?
Did you say Norvis?
I probably did.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for everyone for the birthday wishes.
Hey,
Thank you.
everybody. Yes, Riley Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. I was planning on doing this, Paul, hopefully with your expertise. We're going to find a suitable soldering kit for DK to start with.
You guys are clowns.
What do you mean? I'm buying you a birthday gift and I'm a clown? That seems highly ungrateful.
I love you, man.
You're not full of great, man. Come on.
No, this is awesome. I'm sweating more now.
You're going to be sweating when the soldering iron switched on.
Norvos.
Okay, so hold the end. That's the handle.
Yes.
Other
the
end
tip.
hot. All right, Paul, does he need this $145 soldering station 2-in-1?
No.
If you do enough soldering, you will want to upgrade to that, just because you get a steadier power supply. You can control the temperature of your soldering iron and stuff. But for right now, with what you just need, like one of those basic beaters. Just learn on a shitty one, and then as your skills improve, you can upgrade And that's the best bit of advice, because you could, if you go all out and get the expensive one, yeah, but how often are you really going to use it?
Yeah.
Is the key, right? And so once you get to a certain proficiency with it, if you find, hey, yeah, let's do it. It's like if you're airbrushing for the first time, you don't get the $2,000 airbrush with the super quiet compressor. You get the little beater, and then you learn your craft at it, and then once you get better, then you can upgrade. So that's the advice that I would say. But since Kevin's paying for it, I say absolutely go for the $200 one.
Premios, get the Rolls Royce.
Yeah. After all that, Johnny Cock, thank you so much for the super chat. DK, it's for you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. You're far too kind.
DK, yeah, I don't have my soundboard. You have to do. I hope you memorize all of my sounds from the old computer, and then you have to do them all with the same kind of like tone and inflection and everything. But Johnny,
thank you. You're far too kind.
Nice. Was that? Did you dab?
Yeah.
What were you doing? So DK's your birthday. Happy birthday, DK. Also, hi Kevin, and hi Uncle Iro Lee. Hey, thank you so much. Paul and I actually had a firebending fight this week, fighting over lunch. All right, so you just need the basic plug-in. You want this one with the stand, because when you're not using it and it's still hot, you want to set it in there. Does anyone have experience with this stuff? Let us know your recommendations too.
I mean, the little squiggly thing one it's hit or miss. Sometimes you put it in and the springs will bend down, and like I'm kind of scared of the first one I got. Yeah, it wouldn't really support the weight of the soldering iron, so it's hot.
That's so stupid.
And I put it in and it starts to bend. I'm like, whoa, is it gonna flick out? So yeah, it's
just sure launches one it.
Even just on a stand, you can just plonk it down, because you don't like when you set it down. The last thing you want to worry about it is slipping out of that cheap ass little spiral holder it has. So
limited time deal, $21.59.
Whoa. Is the deal going to be on before you turn 50? Because that's the real crunch here of what we want to. We don't want to wait till it's too late. This one, you see, it has a little wave. It just rests on top of that.
That's actually kind of perfect, because you just set it down and it props it up.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So these knives. That's pretty cool.
They're not knives, are they?
No.
It's a hot knife.
No, those are different tips for soldering, so it gives you a different level of precision in terms of how much solder you want to put on, right? And so they're interchangeable. But I would recommend waiting for the element to completely cool before swapping them.
Look at the size of this motherboard that you'd be working on.
Man,
so
it's huge.
It's like you're here in the engine room for the Millennium Falcon,
yeah,
working on the fluvial dampeners.
So this one has rotary temperature control, indicators, and switches.
That just literally means there's a dial for you to turn up or turn down the heat.
Yeah. Knife tip, flat-sided tip. Is this the one? $6 coupon.
Oh, that means you get $6 off. Click on that.
$29.99.
Only $30.
So I was right that it was a knife tip.
Yeah, but I don't think you're carving foam with.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You could though.
Ooh,
I mean, if you styrofoam and stuff, like I know some of them you can.
What about this orange thing? This whole little station.
Yeah, that's
too crazy.
No, I mean it's super cheap, but I mean you get what you get, right? So, but the review, I mean, it's got 4.5 stars, 289 reviews on it. If they're not all bots, hey.
Oh, does this measure the currents too going through it? Through stuff?
Is that a voltmeter?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
You could probably use that.
Yeah.
I think
if you want to be an electrician, there you go.
This is the one. Baby's first electrician. You got a little tool here to strip the wires of their tubing. I think this is the one. What do you think?
I think that's an awesome choice.
What do you like, DK?
I like this one.
You like this one? All right, this is the one.
I like this one.
Wait, how many reviews does it have?
656.
What's the average? How many stars?
4.5.
That's not bad. That's not
4.5.
bad
This is it.
I love it when you go and you go, oh, it's reviewed really well, and you go to check the reviews, and the first one's like a 1 star. This thing blew up in my face. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a desoldering pump. Tech 19 in 1. Let's see, 4.3 out of 5. Top reviews from Canada. Great DIY beginner set. That's you.
Huh?
You get what you pay for. That's not what you want to lead off with. Multimeter is general, not fancy, but gets the job done. Accessories are reasonable quality for the price, like the extra space in the case to add additional accessories or soldering wire. For insulation tape, you might want to keep. I mean, this is it. That's good, right? And if we set you down, oh, came in broken. Heat
That's okay.
controls
You just-
in the way of holding the iron in your hand.
Frustrating. Heat control.
All right, we're gonna keep looking. I do want to get you this, set you on the path to what you found a target. You know, you're aiming for something you want to do. So
Honestly, my advice, just go simple. Super simple with it.
Yeah.
No fancy doodads or this or that. Just get the meat and potatoes with like soldering and then work your way up from there. And once you become proficient with that, right? Because like a really simple soldering iron will get you so far, right? Like really, really far. And then once you start to get, once you level up, then that you can, but otherwise, just get a beater and do it. You're not going to be rewiring like an entire house or like entire motherboards and this and that, right?
Yeah,
so,
I got some old electronic equipment that I can just play around with and practice with. So
yeah.
All right, DK, what are we gonna go with? Let's go with
get him the $500 one.
500.
We're gonna have to wait till how many super chats come in the end. Was it this one with this $6 coupon? All right, this is the one. It's gonna be this one. We're gonna send you on your way, DK. I'm not logging in for everyone to see.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone's advice. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
I don't have a code. Hey, what's up, Project 03? Welcome to says recently found your channel. Welcome to the show. We do this every week. Open up some toys and just chat about everything happening in the toy. Well, most of the stuff happening in the toy world. Yeah, you mentioned you wanted to do some 3D printing too. It was such a weird conversation, Paul. Because last week he's like, "Hey, what 3D printer would you recommend?" And I said, "Well, what do you want to print?"
Right.
And then he asked me again today, and I'm like, "Well, what do you want to print?" He goes, "I really want a 3D model." I go, "Okay." Now you have to ask these probing questions to really get to what he really wants. He's like, "I want to model stuff." And, yeah, you want to do everything, which is fine. Like, you gotta know what gear. You have a Surface tab, you said?
Yeah.
Get started there, man. Get started there. Mario can probably tell you some software that you can get to start about 3D modeling.
Yeah, no, he's on my list of people to ask about, especially when I was checking out the Discord as well, right? And then I saw obviously Mario had a lot. Of stuff he shared, right? So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna definitely reach out to Mario.
Alexander Eagleson with another 5 says to the DK soldering kit.
Thank you, Alexander.
You have to say it in the Thanos voice.
You're far too kind.
No, that was did Jay-Z in the.
Oh, what is it?
He says
sorry, it's like you're generous. That one. You're generous.
Andrew House, what's up? Says, hey, DK, it's my birthday too. Hey, happy birthday to you. I just picked up a bunch of Black Series and G.I. Joes to open up tonight. Perfect.
Happy birthday, Andrew.
What better time to do it? Yoko says, I have experience buying a soldering kit I have never used. Oh, very specific experience. Don't forget to lick the tip of the pen when you're done.
Jesus.
I'm going to get a call one day. Cat, you take me to the hospital.
My hung.
Emergency room.
It's like I soldered the thing onto my tongue as well.
Any mention of to be used before 50 years of age? Oh, I love the chat. I love the chat. DK won't make it to next week's stream due to rewiring his computer's circuitry of his house.
Oh yeah, probably.
Kev, power's down. It's so cold.
What?
My house is so cold. Yeah, you guys, if you want, you can open up some stuff. I just want to do some quick, I guess, housekeeping like things for here on the channel. This Sunday, DK and I are going to the Mississauga, Ontario Collectors Con. We have a table there. I'm selling a lot of stuff that you see around me. And later that night, I'll be doing a stream for the Patreon giveaway, where I'm giving away some of the 1/12 scale Japanese props that I brought back from Japan. If you are a patron on Patreon, you'll be entered into the draw. I'll do a live stream giveaway, and then I'll pick a random name from there. And for the low price of one action figure that you find at Ollie's, $5 a month, you can join Patreon and get early access to ad-free content. Do you like that pitch, DK?
Yeah,
The low price of one Ollie's clearance toy, $5. You get early access to videos and ad-free. I just made one available today for everyone on YouTube, but this was on Patreon earlier this week. This is a review for the Marvel Legends Green Goblin. And of course, if you watch this video, you can find out how to win one for yourself. Blake Griggs, what's going on? Thank you for watching over on Facebook and everyone over on Twitch as well.
Hello, Blake.
But yeah, go check out this video. You can find out how to win that new Green Goblin. It made me rewatch. It motivated me to rewatch the first Spider-Man movie earlier this week. And it's something really stupid I told Paul. Did I tell you at lunch, DK, that I miss Japan so much that I rewatched Tokyo Drift?
What? No, you didn't tell me that, you goof.
I'm like, man, like ever since I got back, I'm like, man, Japan is so cool, and I really missed it. And I was looking for something to watch, and so I'm like, yeah, why don't we go with Tokyo Drift? Because, and then Paul laughed at me so hard earlier this week when I told him. He's like, there's so many better options.
There are many better options.
And the next thing I thought of was, I want to go see Godzilla -1. That's my natural thought process. Have you seen it yet, DK?
Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, yeah. I remember once it got to once the Godzilla theme dropped, like around like the final epic, like kind of like fight scene, attack scene type of thing. Like I was on my feet, man. I was just like, yes.
Nice. I didn't know you were into Godzilla like that.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
you
I'm
the theme.
big Godzilla fan, but it's just the irony of it is that I own no Godzilla action figures because I haven't been able to make myself pull the plug on like purchasing an SHF Monster Arts. And now with the Haya Toys, Godzilla monster figures coming out, it's like I don't know what to do now. It's just like
Get them both. Why choose? Come on.
Ollie, you're into the Haya toys, right?
Yeah. Damn you, D-Cirtle.
I believe that's Desertal.
Desertle.
Desertal.
Damn you,
What do
Desertle.
you collect? Is it Alien or RoboCop or all or yes?
Yeah, aliens, Predator stuff, and RoboCop. Initially it was just the Aliens because I got the Haya APC from the movie Aliens, and then so I started collecting the ones that I could find, the Colonial Marines. So I was able to get a Hicks and a Hudson and a couple of other Marines I'd never heard of, but they're apparently from a comic book or from a video game. And then it's like, wow, if you have Colonial Marines, you need the xenomorphs, right?
But of course.
But I drew the line. There were only specific xenomorphs, so I got them if they were from Aliens, like the original sort of trilogy of movies. I didn't get any of the xenomorphs from AVP or Requiem or whatever. I just sort of kept it to that. And same with the Predator. No, with the Predator line, I just pretty much, I got them from either Predator 1, Predator 2, or Predators. But I stayed away from AVP and Alien versus Predator Requiem. because I don't know. Those movies they're okay, but it just seemed a bit too derivative, and I like the design of the other ones better.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got that. Now it's like, yeah, great, they're doing Godzilla, and they're branching off into doing Star Trek: The Next Generation, which fills me with dread. And so now it's like,
I'm assuming you pre-ordered the Godzilla stuff.
No, I haven't. Not yet. I saw them on a Big Bad Toy Store, and I stopped myself. Just sort of just had to like take a breath and kind of go, okay. Are they going to show up here in Canada in the wild, or do I have to pre-order them? So I think I just sort of paused on that at first.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing. And I'm not like the Godzilla stuff from the North American Godzilla stuff, like from Monarch, like the more recent stuff.
Yeah,
I'm kind of trying to stay away from. I like the Japanese stuff a lot better, the Showa era Godzillas and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to focus in on. That way it doesn't become too broad.
So you do have some sort of control, contrary to popular belief.
Why do you do this to me?
That's what we do here. Alexander Eagleston's also watching on Twitch. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Blake Grigg says we do need and want to see Marvel Legends X-Men the Animated Series VHS toy line Rogue. Yeah, I think the VHS stuff. Ryan said it for a few times. I think that's on pause because X-Men '97 is the main focus right now. I think he said they started VHS before '97 was even announced. So once that was announced, that kind of took priority. Bearded Ollie's is like a discount clearance store in the States. A lot of overstock of stuff that doesn't sell, or it's everything. Books.
Kind of our equivalent of Treasure Hunt.
Yeah, Treasure Hunt.
But just a lot more stock.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Plastic Thunder? Johnny says I'm going to take up drifting.
Nice.
DK, you are the Drift King.
I am, yes.
The Diarrhea Kid. All right, let's open stuff. DK, I want to know what do you want to open first? Paul's already into his really cool
You said
shit.
to open.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I want to see DK open his stuff.
Which one should I open?
I don't know. My wife wrapped it.
Okay, I'm going to open this one. I'm going to open this one.
Go for it. You need an unboxing. Can you hold it up a little?
Andy, yes. Stupid.
What is it?
It's an Andy Warhol stress reliever banana squishy. I think.
Nice.
I gotta unbox this.
Hip Optimus Prime is here. What's going on? Hey, I know that name from the Bitter Brigade.
That's right. Hip Optimus Prime. Nigel, how you doing, buddy?
There it is.
Paul summoned me. He has said Godzilla. So I got from Kev and the fam. And this kind of fits now. It's like DK, Donkey Kong, banana.
Right.
Everything makes sense now.
Sure.
Everything makes sense. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, that's how it goes.
Yes, it is. That's canon now.
DK should have opened that earlier when he was nervous.
That's awesome.
Please don't squeeze a banana on stream, demonetized. Paul's like, not twice in a week.
Well, that's your channel. So go for it.
That's what I think it is. I think this is a banana protector.
Just hold it up.
I know, but I'm unwrapping it. Yes, it is. It is a banana protector.
Gotta protect your banana.
Yes.
So the kids, you know,
Thank
you came over once with these snacks in your pocket. The odd combination of a banana and a can of Coke. Probably the worst flavor profile to combine together.
And the banana was brown, right?
Interesting.
Because you just kept it in your pocket like some sort of
without
weirdo.
a protection, right? Yeah.
So it got bruised. And then so the kids are like, oh, DK loves loves to eat brown
Bananas.
bananas and Coke. So they're like, we have to get him a banana protector.
Thanks, fam.
So we went to like several stores to find that one for you.
Several stores.
Yeah,
This
more
one.
than a pair of stores, 2 stores. The first one did that.
hilarious. I love you guys. Thank you.
After you told your story last week about arguing with Ben over who buys the bananas. In that. Was that last week or the
Yeah,
week
that
before?
was last
That
week.
was last week.
So
was last
stupid.
week.
Who told you to buy the bananas? I buy the bananas in the house. You don't buy the bananas. I buy the bananas.
So you ate them all and realized you had eaten. You were
Yeah, I was
baked
eating
bananas,
his.
and yours were in the trunk of your car.
My potassium.
Which
Anyway,
I have cut them up and froze them. So I've been using it for my smoothies.
happy
There you go.
birthday.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's
I
open
love
up
it.
some toys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, so here's the Green Goblin.
I gotta get that one still.
Go watch the video.
I know.
Go watch the review. Make things a lot easier. All right, Paul, do you collect? You don't collect car stuff, do you?
No. Although I do have a couple of, DeLorean time machines, the Ectomobile.
Mhm.
I've got I had a Jada Batmobile that I regifted to somebody. Actually, it got sent to me for review. I've got James Bond's No Time to Die. They had a special 4K box set with his car in it. So I got that. And,
I have this from you.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got that. And then the Mystery Machine. I have like the Playmobil things, like the Ecto 1, Ecto 1A, the Mystery Machine, DeLorean Time Machine. Yeah, but no, not really. I don't.
Hip Hospice Prime says, "Yo, that Transformers collection, highly approve."
Thank you. Thank you. Loki says the Butter Baron meets the Banana Baron.
Do you want to be the Baron of Bananas?
I wouldn't mind that title. I think it's an upgrade from the intern.
Like, you're still going to be
The
both.
Banana Baron.
These are so cool. So I sent Mario a video today, and I didn't see this in Japan. In Tokyo Station in Japan, there's a Tomica store, and you can go and build your own Toyota MR2. Like, they have the outer body, the base of the car. You can choose the seats, the windshield, and you put it together. They put on wheels for you, and they actually they test it on site so that it rolls properly, and they test the suspension springs on it and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, Japan's awesome. Go watch Tokyo Drift. Come on, it was so sad when Han died. I like this car.
I have been honestly thinking about watching a Fast and Furious movie, and the one that has been, coming to mind is the Tokyo Drift version.
There you go.
Yeah, that one is fun.
It didn't even really give me the fix that I wanted because it didn't really show. Actually, no, that's not true. I think they drifted through Shibuya, the crossing where all the people...
Did you watch Tokyo Drift? Did it take you to watch Tokyo Drift?
How am I? It's 20 years ago, dude. I don't remember.
At Cineplex? Did I take you to watch it?
If you did, it might have been Cineplex.
Yeah, because I remember I took all my friends to go watch it, and I ended up not watching it. I was just outside taking care of one of my friends.
Did he leave a goldfish in the toilet?
Yeah, you could say something like that.
Kirby Kai says, "Happy birthday, DK. I'm late.
Thank you.
I watched some of Book of Boba Fett while unboxing my Hot Toys. Cad Bane, nice. Needed some inspiration for posing. Yeah, that's always a good spot to figure out how to pose your stuff. I'm not a Fast and Furious fan. I just like Tokyo Drift. Did they go into outer space, or am I making that
There
up?
was one part somewhere that they did go outer space. I can't remember if that was Fast 10 or not.
Are you serious?
Yes. I think it counts. They literally just got out of orbit, and they slapped rockets onto a car. And I think it was Ludacris.
No, you're lying.
I think it was Ludacris and
You're lying.
Ja Rule?
No, I'm not. That happened. They were like right at orbit, and then they came back down or something like that.
Yes, you're right. That was
Yeah.
I do remember that.
They went into
Oh my
space.
God.
I think it counts. Torrentsu says fast 10.
That's it.
Torrentsu also he's been trying to fact check me all week, but I really don't trust him because he trolls way too much. He's the living proof of the boy who cried wolf. Because they showed that photo from Pi earlier this week of all these really famous and like A-list actors at this restaurant at Pi,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, oh, they're filming a movie, and he's telling me the source, and I'm like, I don't believe you. And he goes,
But they
no,
are.
really. Afterwards I found out, but initially I don't want to believe him. You know, Chewie says Han is in a lot of the other Fast and Furious movies. Did he survive?
Yeah, man, they bring him back to life.
Yes.
So he wasn't dead?
No.
Actually, the explosion was pretty small.
Do you know who killed him?
What do you mean? Afterwards?
Yeah, it was. What did they reveal that already in Tokyo Drift?
Oh no, he dies in that movie, and then they bring him back to life, or he wasn't dead, and then at the end of another movie, he gets killed. Like he gets blindsided and killed, and then they think he's dead for a whole movie, and then he comes back, and then he has that relationship with Gal Gadot's character.
Yeah. But did they reveal the killer back then? No, right?
No,
In Tokyo Drift?
remember.
No, I don't think so.
No, in Tokyo Drift, it was just someone T-boned
Yeah.
him.
Okay, so what are the spoiler? You want to be spoiled?
Sure.
It was Jason Statham's character, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
No, there, Manic
Manic-
Mike said it.
Yep.
If I did-
Yeah, but
I know.
that was in the later movie. That wasn't in Tokyo Drift.
But it was a flashback explaining who did it.
Circuitry. You got to work on that circuitry, my man.
All right, whatever.
You got the wires
track.
are all crossed. Do you remember Bow Wow had that car in Tokyo Drift? It was green, and there was like Hulk hands punching out of the body.
Wasn't it a Scion XB?
Maybe. And I think he had some Marvel Universe figures on the hood too.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren killed Han. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, Nash Anakin. He comes back as a cyborg, and DK has to work on his legs with this soldering iron. I saw some video earlier this week that said Ja Rule turned down going back to the franchise for like 500,000 or something like that.
Yep.
50 or 500. So they
Yeah,
gave
huge number.
they gave it to Ludacris after he only got paid 15K for the first movie.
Yep.
It's probably for the better.
Yeah, no, it was. I think Ludacris did a way better job. And man, these tentacles are crazy to pose.
So make sure you hold them somewhere between like the body and the end, and then bend afterwards. Does that make sense? Don't
Okay.
bend it right from the point that comes out of the body. I think that's they use an adhesive or something to put it through there. And
Okay.
I've seen it break on at least two people's figures. So like hold it somewhere in between. It takes a lot of micro adjustments on that one.
Okay.
Static Thunder said the power of family stops anyone from dying. Ja Rule just had one line, wasn't it? Monica! Oh, wait, why did I do an Arnold voice?
Yeah, do the job.
Monica!
It's murder.
Yours was British, I think. Your Ja
Hey,
Rule is
mine?
British. DK's. All right. Oh, yeah, this is the Green Goblin video. Go watch it. Go check it out afterwards. We are going to look for this. This came out this week. So do different media outlets, can they repost trailers and not get hit with copyright, or do they just not?
Yeah,
Monster.
honestly, I think if it is for review purposes, you should be okay. Although I have seen, yeah, it's weird. I saw this one channel like just straight up repost
Right.
a Netflix thing, and they didn't add anything except they put their own logos on it,
Yeah, I
which
see
I
a lot of
thought was
people do
weird.
that.
What's that?
I've seen a few people do that.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't know, man. They pulled my video, my live stream, because they thought like Han's weapon was a real gun. So whatever, I
So
don't understand it.
I asked you for a screenshot of you holding the blaster like
Oh yeah,
this to so I can use it for some promotional material. You're like, I didn't even hold it that way. You held it
Yeah.
like this
I held it like this.
or like that. And they
Here, I
thought
got it
that
right
was-
now. I'll show you. It just
No,
basically went like that. It literally just went like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's so funny. It's not like I pointed it at the screen, went pew pew or whatever. So dumb.
Do you like those McFarlane Avatar blue Avatar people toys?
This one actually, I'm really impressed by it because there's the movement of the main blades rotors surprised me. I didn't think there would be that much. I like that the rotors actually do spin on them
Oh, nice.
too, which I was like, oh, that's great. I expected a completely static sort of model. The only thing that I really don't like about this is the landing gear. Just the way it connects on it's very loose. Not
Doesn't
digging
look
that.
like it locks in or anything. It's just
It's supposed to, but it's definitely not. And I think I might just crazy glue that in. But that's the only thing. And like the detail too, like the like all the rockets and the missiles on this thing are ridiculous.
Oh, it's really deep. There's like that little
Right?
honeycomb kind of.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So they've
Impressive.
got the folding fin aerial rockets there. They got the Hellfire missiles on the sides. Even the it's very, very reminiscent of an Apache gunship or a Cobra style.
Mhm.
Here, actually, let's see if I do this. How about that?
Nice.
Is that better? It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right. So they've got this sensor pod here, for the which reflects real life helicopters. Attack helicopters have that. That's a sensor package right at the nose, and twin Gatling guns at the front, which is pretty neat. So this is the attack helicopter. I think upstairs I have the one that what's her face flies. I can't remember her name. She's in Fast and Furious.
I haven't watched the newest Avatar yet.
Oh, The Way of the Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Tormensu says, "What's my?" Does he say that in the movie? Ja Rule. Hip Optimus Prime. Yes, that is what happened Saturday.
Michelle Rodriguez. There you go.
Paul was toting blasters on screen, and irresponsibly showing toy models, replicas from a movie. Apparently, that YouTube deemed him the stream that YouTube deemed too dangerous.
Yeah.
For the internets. They thought Paul was a gangbanger. Were you throwing up gang signs accidentally?
Yeah, I guess so.
Were you trying to do the finger hearts and then maybe said something wrong? Zach Zoom Toy Photography says would look even cooler if it was all weathered up. I did notice, like, I think the tail part of it was just that solid color it's molded in, right? Do you have any plans to paint anything?
There is it's very hard to pick up. Can you see the tail? There's like it's shitty lighting.
Oh yeah, I see some scratch.
They have the magic marker effect, where they try to do some weathering by just smearing a little bit of silver paint marker over it.
Mhm.
So it's very rudimentary. There's some highlights on the top.
Good work.
This could definitely go through another, you could. This is really fun, and you absolutely could put it through a black wash and really punch up some of the panel lines on it, because there's a number of lighting's so crap. You can see the detail on the panel lines there, so that'd be fun to get them to pop. And if you wanted to repaint do some, really sort of like when Michelle Rodriguez's character, she took her chopper and they painted it bright colors to reflect the Na'vi culture. You could do that, although it just makes you a bigger target, I would think. But hey,
Yeah, Sabine.
yeah, she did end up getting blown up. So there you go. But this is a fun little ship. I'm really digging it, and the plastic, it's a really good. Doesn't feel cheap. It's actually quite
Really?
hefty, and if it almost feels like die cast, almost. But it's
some solid plastic. Then
this is a nice solid plastic. There's a nice heft to it. The cheapest thing on it is this.
The landing gear.
The landing gear. This is like super bendy. Yeah, not impressed with that.
Does it come off easily?
Oh, it just falls off almost. Like it just hangs off.
You really just glue it.
That's what I'm gonna end up doing.
Is that movie accurate? Maybe like they take off and then they just discard the landing gear.
No. What helicopter does that in real life? Unless they have like retractable landing gear, because they got to land sometime.
Oh right, they're organic. It'll grow back and then they'll hair kiss mate with each other to grow them back.
Yeah. So it's oh no, that's not good. So one thing I did notice is these they're segmented, the rubber here, and I went to bend it a bit, and you can see the like this, like it'll snap.
Yeah, is that stress marks there?
Yeah, that's stress marks already.
Oh wow,
I just did that.
Okay.
So the landing gear are shit, but the rest of the model is really good.
It's very blunt. I like it.
Well, I mean, call a spade a spade. They nailed they nailed a lot of it, but I mean, and it even looks. The only thing is, it looks. It doesn't sit properly, and it's curved a funny way, right? Like it's not level. So.
What is the? Do you know the retail price for these in Canada? Because Manic Mike said they were hitting Ross clearance in the U.S., which is obviously not fair for us here in Canada.
I believe I got this for the reason why I got it was cheap even at GameStop. So nice. It was I think $20, 19 something. So that's why I grabbed it, and I grabbed a couple of them actually because I like to fleet build, and
nice.
I think I have another one of these upstairs. Same with this amp suit that I got. They come in different scales as well. I got the smaller scaled ones at least. So this is in line with the gunship. So they'll play well together in terms of the scale. But they have the so this would be like, I don't know what scale this is. Oh, look at all that dust. Yay.
GameStop dust?
No, this is again, I bought these last
this is my
year.
Dust.
It's my dust. But we did go through renovations, so it doesn't say what scale it is. But I mean the figure the figures are a little bit bigger than a Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff. So I'll do a comparison actually.
What do you think about DK?
This thing's amazing. That's all I gotta say. This thing's amazing.
So I got a mix of different vehicles here. For whatever reason, I saw one of these by Tiny. It's called Tiny, the brand, Tiny HK. And I'm like, I need a UPS truck. And it has actually door opening feature for Jim Carrey to come out and throw your packages. I have a Hong Kong style taxi.
Oh, wow.
Look at the paint. Pearlescent. Is that what someone called it last week?
I think so.
Glittery paint. This one has a trunk feature. Yeah, so I've just been collecting these. And then between Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Tomica, and Tiny, I got a lot of problems with what I'm going to collect. Prague says that's adorable. Do I have a rim shot? Polly, please.
Shit.
Close enough. Candy coat. That's what I called it last week. Did I say hi to Uncanny Sculpts? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello.
DK, there is an extra set of claws taped to the top of the brown packaging area on the inside, the cardboard part.
So we
There
got
should be 3
3 sets.
pairs of claws.
Yep, flat, the sharp one, and then the curvy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as
got
you
them
got
all.
Because there's a pair that's taped to the top in a very, very awkward spot.
Yeah. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands.
I forgot about that line. Is it worth going back to watch that one?
No, I don't. Everyone. I don't know. Not for me. I tried, but the Sam Raimi, the second one, I think it has always been touted as everyone's favorite Sam Raimi one.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just like Andrew Garfield more.
yeah, you do like Andrew Garfield. I think you kind of resemble his Peter Parker in some ways.
Really?
Yeah, the glasses and the crazy hair and the kind of like Paul, we were talking about this earlier this week about Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker versus the
Tobey Maguire.
ultra dorky Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And
Well,
what would make a better nerdy
Yeah.
awkward Peter Parker?
right. And then I think my gripe against the way Tobey Maguire played him was he was just so dull. He was just, I mean, God, he was just so boring. Like the Peter Parker, right? Like he was just so, which works on a certain level, right? Like it's just like he's this guy that is almost invisible. Nobody notices him whatsoever because he's so bland.
Yeah.
Whereas Andrew Garfield, his Spider-Man, his Peter Parker is like a little bit too cool for school.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is too
it's just
cool.
like,
It is too
I don't
cool.
agree. This guy's like, he's an outcast, or he's super, like he's just didn't fit that mold of Peter Parker from the comic books that I remember, or even the cartoons, right? And then I thought Tom Holland sort of hit that sweet spot where he was just super awkward, like awkward enough to make himself uncool.
Yep.
Which I love. I think Andrew Garfield was just a little bit too self-assured and self-aware. And
I think I agree with every point that you said. But just I think the part where I think Andrew Garfield nails it right even better is when he was Spider-Man. It's just his quick quips, you know, and his comebacks, right? That's very Spider-Man-ish, where I don't see that in Tom Holland's version, and I don't really see that in Tobey's version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Andrew Garfield Spidey's banter as well.
Yeah.
It just sucks. He didn't get the good villains, the best villains.
He didn't get to fight aliens.
That too. Or team up with the entire Avengers. Come on. Side 9, what's going on? Side _9, thank you for being here. I love rewatching the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Skip over the Venom parts, maybe. Let's see.
I got mad when they showed Venom.
What's that?
Well, I got mad when first time it was like all this hype about Venom, and then once he came out and he started talking, I was like, "That's it." I'm like, what?
Yeah, he wasn't
like, what?
beefy or anything. It was just, it was very underwhelming.
Scrawny, that 70s show.
All right, this is Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen. I think the first fight that I saw him in the show was what sold me on the entire series, DK.
Okay.
That I'm like, oh, this is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. He has this ability when he claps, it activates, and he can switch people their positions in a fight. So imagine like you're trying to fight someone and there's 3 and you're about to punch someone in the face, and he claps, and then like they swap positions and you're like, yo, where the hell am I? And then now the person's behind you and like you have to adapt, and like they're just all kicking your ass, and it's the coolest fight that I've ever seen, where I saw that and I'm like, okay, I was kind of on the fence before watching it for the sake of watching it, but once I saw that, it's like it honestly, it had me locked in from that point. So it was him, this character. He had some funny lines before too, but that fight was
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. I thought the Gojo fight was crazy.
It is, but this is the first one that
Okay.
that got me.
Okay.
So this I was going to order from Amazon Japan. I think with shipping and duties from Amazon Japan was like maybe $100. GameStop Canada has it for $115 pre-order, and AliExpress had this for $92 shipped. And Torensu sent me the link. I'm like, all right, you know what? It's covered. I can pay through PayPal. It's covered there. AliExpress is usually good with issuing refunds for bad products or whatever, wrong items or things that don't even arrive on time. So I'm like, let's just try it. Dude, 1 week this arrived.
Which is nuts.
Is it a knockoff?
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like it. Usually the knockoffs have, I've been told, very terrible face prints.
Right.
Because I guess they don't have the technology to accurately do the paint deco for some of this stuff. But these are all super sharp. The 5 different faces here.
Nice.
It's got the little separator plastic to keep it from having any paint rub. And it doesn't feel like it. Usually these are wiggling around because the joints are super loose. They don't have any of the fitting and the tension of the joints that's been tested. So this is legit. It's got a hologram sticker. That means it's real, right?
Sure.
Winger Lou says too new for a knockoff.
It's also it came out in December, so
could be. Yeah.
So stolen.
Huh?
It fell off the back of a truck.
Hey, it's
whatever. I'm saving money, so
buying it for my people.
There you go.
Support. He does wear a purple T-shirt in the show, which would have been cool if they made a soft goods edition for that.
Well, that would have been $50 extra.
Sorry,
it's not Hasbro. It's Bandai.
Are we going down the Hasbro route
every day?
Do you want to talk Star Wars, or do you want to save it for Boba Squadron?
No, I'll save it for Boba Squadron.
Boba Squadron, we did an episode this week because the trailer for Bad Batch came out. So we did a quick for in our standards live stream Monday night. Myself, Paul, Yoko, who's in the chat, Ernie, who is not in the chat. We went on, we talked about the trailer, talked about some toys, and caught up for a bit, which was a lot of fun. And we're looking to keep that going. There was a Hasbro Star Wars stream on Tuesday, so we can go through some of those toys. I think Ernie and Yoko talked about it a little bit on the show. I mean, we'll save the rants for Monday.
Yeah, no, I'm being an asshole. I will fully admit I'm being an asshole, but there's a touch of truth in the stuff that I bring up. They would have to be, and I know, of course, I don't know the whole story behind the decision-making process or this or that, but it's, there's a reason why people are leaving the Black Series line and not collecting them anymore. So,
yeah, I sent some messages to the group chat. You saw I'm debating getting rid of some of my Black Series displays, especially because of the toy show this weekend. But even I think Toys R Us, people are saying Toys R Us is charging $30 Canadian for vintage collection.
Yeah, that's
that's crazy,
right? Ooh, Loki says I'd like to see Paul as a Marvel villain. I would like to see you in the MCU, in Star Wars, in some major titles and franchises. To see you in the MCU would be awesome. Is there any character you would want to play?
Would like to play?
Anything that in comics that you enjoyed?
Oh my god, that I would want to play? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed, but I don't think I could play any of those characters. Because like it's, I'm of a certain age
True.
right? And there aren't very many aged middle-aged Asian protagonists or villains out there that I know of, that I can think of off the top of my head. Right?
Soldering Man.
So Soldering Man.
Oh God.
No, I mean, yeah, it'd be great. It'd be fun. I'd like, they had that dialogue in Spider-Man No Way Home or whatever with Ned, where he was like, guy in chair,
Mhm.
right? Like that'd be kind of a fun thing. But I mean, honestly, I don't know.
That would be
Benedict
great
Wong, I
here.
mean, he freaking kills it. Anyways, in
That's true. As
Doctor Strange, right?
Yep.
Yes. What's his character's name?
Wong.
Is it Wong?
Wong.
Wong. Jesus
Just Wong.
Christ. It's crazy.
Just Wong.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'd love to work with him just in anything.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong. I would work with him on anything. I think he's a fantastic performer. But I don't know. Like, yeah, Marvel Universe. Everybody out there is smart. Figure it out. Although I think I just saw something up there. Paul and Simu on screen together again. That'd be interesting.
We have. Is there supposed to be like DK? Is there supposed to be like a next wave of Avengers where it's like Simu or Shang-Chi and like the wave 2?
Yeah, I think it's
characters?
phase 5. Is that
Yeah.
what we're calling it? MCU phase 5?
It seems like it's so
we'll
far
probably
away.
see something around. What is it? I don't know if they're going to rename the movie. I believe it's Kang Dynasty,
Right.
right?
Is that the next Cap movie or?
No, the next Cat movie is something World. Oh man.
Oh, right. Oh, so you can swap these arms out. They come out pretty easily, and you can do arms crossed.
Captain America.
Yo. What is your type of woman?
What?
That's what he says. That's one of the first things he poses a question to the main character. He's like, "What is your type of woman?"
Yeah, the new Captain America movie is called Brave New World.
Is that the one with allegedly Harrison Ford?
Yes, Harrison Ford plays Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
That's right. He's replacing John Hurt, William Hurt,
William Hurt,
who passed away.
Wait, why are they saying Hugo Weaving's in this?
Which one's Hugo Weaving?
Red Skull.
Oh,
What?
Cat movie? Who knows?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
That makes sense.
unless this is not accurate, this is maybe some fan.
Well, what website are you on?
I'm just on Google. Like, he's just
the biggest
listed as
fan site of all.
Yeah.
You are the Googler.
Let's not forget. Oh my God, Randall Park as
Yes.
FBI agent. Like, I like that character too.
Agent Wu?
Yeah.
So, not that maybe. Yeah, and I think I saw somebody say somebody from Agent of Shield. That'd be fun too.
Oh, with little Melinda May Ming-Na Wen action for Agents of Shield.
Ah, okay.
Include her in there. Kevin, don't shake too fast. Naked figure motion blur equals demonetized. Come on, guys. What's up, Kayla? Good to see you. Speaking moistly, what's up? That new Mando is great, though. Which new Mando? Oh, the Black Series
With new cape.
with its new body. Wanted for tax fraud, says my brother. I love that, they have all these Japanese words that's just the English words sounded out when they're actual Japanese words. Not specifically this, but in general. I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently my video was behind. Caught up now. Are you serious? Paul should be a bad guy. Paul, I think you would. Was it Tall Boys when you were
The devil?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are some good quotes. I got some good screenshots from that show of you as the devil. Ooh, Paul in the new DC movies.
Yeah, it'd be fun to work with James Gunn. I like the cut of his jib.
Doesn't this look awesome with the arms crossed swap?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
He has his necklace. I don't know if it opens up. There's no way this opens up. It's a locket. It's a locket. Wongers. Paulie replacing Steven Yeun as Sentry. Was he going to be Sentry?
Who?
Thunderbolts. Yoko says, I would like Paul to be in Thunderbolts. Brave New World and Thunderbolts. Okay. Riley Bob. Yes, TVC. I mean, the Ghost this year. It's coming. Oh, they put up that new the mural art Sabine and Chopper that comes as a 2-pack on Pulse. You don't have to be a Ghost backer to buy it, but it's only available on Pulse. I think the Sabine is the best reveal of that Tuesday stream. But we'll be back this Monday with Boba Squadron to look at some of those toys. Man, even this necklace fits nicely. Okay, until I did that. Position the shoulders forward first. I got it. Elrond? Yes. He was in Lord of the Rings. That's where I know the name from. 796 Studio says, Kev, I'm going to need the link for that. I'll send it to you. So here's the thing. I bought it from AliExpress. Toyrensu and I went back to the seller today in the app, and it said like everything, there was nothing for sale. That had no items. And then Chamba suggested, do you think there's temporary closed? And then more than one store had that. And I'm wondering, do they close down the store for Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, whatever they celebrate, like for the whole month, and they don't have any items listed? I don't know, Mario. You're going to have to give it a shot. Oh, Paul can be an agent of Sword, not Shield. Asians of Shield?
Asians of
There's
Shield.
2. Well, 1.5. There's Agent May and Quake. Paul as a Skrull. That'd be cool. Paul, how about a James Bond villain? Hell yeah. Yes, I would love that for you. Chamba, what's up, man? Says, hope you have a good one, DK. Good day, Paul.
Hello.
How am I enjoying the fig? Oh, he's stupendous. I think the pants work well. The baggy pants articulation. Are you gonna moan into the mic again, DK?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did it again. I'm sorry. No, I'm on AliExpress. I'm looking up the Figure Arts toys, and I'm just like looking at the costing and the shipping, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. This is so cheap. What is up with this? So sorry for blowing on the mic. Got too close.
No, I'm just reminded I didn't have time this week to clip it. Of you moaning into the mic last week. I stretched too close. See, Kayla remembers.
Yep. But man, there's all these Figure Arts on AliExpress. Seems legit, and they're really cheap.
Torensu has been buying the heck out of them. He's been I swear to God, he's been posting a new toy, new Figure Arts every day, and I think he's been grabbing them from there.
Oh man! All right, yo, this is.
We have a toy show this Sunday, DK. So let's sell some stuff first. Please stop making that sound. Can you share Hasbro Pulse? Well,
Yeah.
Hasbro Pulse, the image
For the Transformer?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm gonna share this instead.
Do what you got to do, man. You're the designated Googler sharer.
Okay, so we got a Hasbro Pulse HasLab announcement on January 30th, 10 a.m. It's going to be the next HasLab for Transformers, and then there's just some speculation about it. It's not much to go by on it, right? But yeah, get ready to roll out Transformer Tuesday like never before. We're officially kicking off Transformers 40th anniversary, celebrating at 10 a.m. Eastern on January 30th with a fan stream of epic proportions. Join BMAC and Evan on Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel as they fire up the engines and unveil an all-new Transformer HasLab that is sure to be a must-have in your collection. Make sure you filled up on Energon because you do not want to miss this. So speculations right now.
I mean, you're the Transformers dude. What's circling in the community?
Circling.
And
So
all the people in the chat that are Transformers collectors. What's the word on the street?
So the couple word on the street is that the Hasbro Pulse Instagram posted and then deleted something and then reposted it back. But one thing that they had was it was a correction on this part where they said fire up. So obviously people
they changed the wording.
They changed the wording. I can't remember what they changed it to. Was it this one before or after?
Is there fire related?
And I'll get to that in a bit. And then something about being filled up on Energon. Not much to go by, but there are people that are just kind of speculating, saying that maybe it is not Hugo Weaving. Why am I? Hold on.
I mean, I would buy that HasLab. A HasLab Hugo Weaving would be pretty cool.
Hey, why isn't this appearing? Omega. Okay, I'll share this one instead. With the thing about the fire up, some people are saying that maybe it's this. Something about Omega, something about maybe it's Omega Prime, which is a combination of Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus combining into one giant figure. But they've always said that Optimus Prime won't be a HasLab, item.
Why is that?
They just said that they're not going to reserve any Optimus Primes, to fill that gap in the HasLab. That's just something I heard from the people at Hasbro that does Transformers. So
is it too mainstream, of a character
I think so.
to put it in a HasLab?
Yeah, I think that's the decision. But
okay.
So I doubt it's this one, or maybe it's.
Tell him, DK.
I hope it's that one, but I don't think so.
You got to make up your mind, DK.
And then maybe people are saying that it could be this Transformers animated Omega Supreme. Like we had an Omega Supreme figure, but that was Titan class already. But then maybe they're saying that it could be an animated version.
Right.
And then I guess I can show which one is like the Titan class. Give me 1 sec.
What's up, Ryan Dole in the chat says happy birthday, DK. Love that hat. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Let's see. No, I'm gonna get to the Mythic Legions soon. Is Energon an energy drink? I would drink that. I would buy that. It's Metroplex. Don't you have a Metroplex, DK? Oh, don't you have a Metroplex, DK?
I do. I have. Yeah, it's up there.
We're good.
Yeah. And then it is
Zero Sugar Energon.
Zero Sugar Energon. Or maybe there are people that say, no, this is too high now. Great. Like they already released this a couple of years ago. This is being the Titan class Omega Supreme. So I doubt they're gonna go run another haslab for kind of like a character that's, like this again.
That's already pretty large too.
That is already large. It's like a little baby. But maybe I think this one's a little bit more valid, which is this is an older version of the toy. This is a Cybertron Primus. So he transforms into the Transformers home planet of Cybertron. And this was from...
He turns into a planet?
He turns into a planet. Like a giant ball. I can transform him afterwards. Maybe it's a haslab for this one. That would go, against up with the haslab Unicron. That was the first lab. The first Transformers haslab, right? So maybe it's this guy. So that might mean that could be like something to $600 or $800 if it's to that scale.
Some of the haslab stuff, they're like, oh, it's too big for retail, like Ringer Lose is saying. Does Transformers have that issue of like figures being too big to be on shelves and whatnot?
They do. Like the current Titan class ones, like the box is huge. Like the one that I just showed for Omega Supreme. But I think one of the hardest things is that the current, at least in Canadian market, the retail price is like $299. It's like $300 now.
Damn.
Right? And the Metroplex that I showed above, the white one, right, was the one that we...
Don't do that again.
What?
Just for your sake, the camera's sake.
Okay.
Is it too high?
No, the Metroplex, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that when we were at, was it Fan Expo? And we were lining up and I pre-ordered it, right? That was one of them.
Is that the one when we were in line for Stan Lee?
Yeah, that was in line with Stan Lee. I bought that for $130 like back then. That was the retail price for this size. And now it's like $300 for
Paul, we were in
size.
line queuing up for Stan Lee's autograph. And DK hadn't bought anything that day, so he was on his phone pre-ordering toys because I felt, was it some sort of filling the gap or substituting that feeling that you weren't getting from the show?
Yeah. But then the things were on sale as well. It was like 30% off that day, right?
Well, there you go.
Like, the Soundwave, the Masterpiece Soundwave, Paul, I bought 2 that day.
Nice. At
30% off, and I'm pretty sure I've spent probably like only $100 on that set. One with all the cassettes at the time.
Yeah. I think I just got that version from secondhand from one of the guys in our group. He's got all the cassettes. And it's it's lovely. And he got the upgraded hands so that the fingers articulate better. So I got him up and display in the corner there. I think if for HasLab and him, just like I saw somebody mention Devastator, which I think would be a great idea because then you get all the Constructicons, right? And then so they'd be smaller, and then they would be a bigger scale, so that when you transform them, they would make Devastator. There's also like the Dinobots as well. Did the same thing too, and that would be a lot of fun because if you had Dinobots that were actually in the scale of like dinosaurs, and then transform them into the what the hell was that called?
A combiner?
No, but what was the name of the?
There was a dinosaur combiner.
I thought there were.
They're officially in Transformers. The Dinobots themselves never really actually combined.
Damn, I thought they did.
But then they did later on, like in more the recent generations, where they turned into Volcanatron, which I have. I can show you in a little bit. But then there was another combiner team that was dinosaurs, and it was called, I can't remember what the combiner team was called, but then the merge version was called Dino King.
Right.
So yeah,
that looks like Pete Davidson, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
It looks like Pete Davidson.
It does.
That's my selfie series.
Is that yours, Kevin?
Yeah.
I was wondering why the skin tone is all like it looks so mismatched.
It was like, this is a bootleg from AliExpress.
Can you imagine this showed up with this head up? I'm gonna tell everyone tomorrow the AliExpress version came with the.
Oh my god.
Imagine somewhere out there there's actually a surplus of your head. Just in a factory.
hope not.
And they
No.
start putting it on action figures.
Is it like those countries that get all the baseball hats for the teams that didn't win the World Series?
That's
So
right.
they-
And all the shirts that proclaim them as champions, world champions.
I think it's a one-off. They didn't make a mold for this.
But it would be funny if
God.
there was a mold.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it displayed like this. Oh, what's up, Rick? Good to see you, man. All right, so January 30th, Transformers HasLab live stream.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt my wallet. It's gonna hurt my wallet. I've backed every single Transformers HasLab so far.
That's good. That's good.
How many have there been?
3.
Wow. Because I remember the Unicron one. What were the other ones?
Victory
Saber.
Saber and Deathsaurus.
Oh. Wow.
Somehow I knew one of those.
Well, you
I don't know how.
You did one of them unboxings with me, right?
I usually zone out when you talk about Transformers, as illustrated by me placing my own selfie series onto this Todo head, stupidly. Oh, you did that fast. What? It's obviously not a new Transformer if it didn't take you 2 hours.
No, this was like, just remember like the back of my hand. So yeah, and this is the planet mode. And it's cool because this one's like, so this is supposed to be Cybertron. This is the home planet. And this key here is actually supposed to help transform it, like on certain parts. So you push it in like this hole, and then you shift it up, and then this might make some sounds for them, or it might be loud. Oh no, I did it backwards. Let me do it again. Hold on, so you guys can actually see it, right? I thought this part was cool. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
cool.
And a planet does that. So do people live? Do other smaller, lesser robots live on him?
This is supposed to be scale of like all like Optimus Prime. He's supposed to be like yay small living on this planet.
So what is the need for a transforming planet? Educate me. If people live, if other beings live on there.
It's just the Transformers lore being everything being a Transformer, right? So the entire planet is a Transformer. Unicron is like another entity in itself where it's another planet that eats other planets to survive. It's like their version of Galactus. Right?
Was it just a big transforming thing? And he's like, I'm so big, I'm just going to float over here. And then smaller Transformers just said, I'm going to live on you?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that seems... Because what situation would there be? They all have to evacuate the planet before he transforms if he's ever needed?
Well, like Primus, or are we talking about Unicron?
Primus. Also, what kind of
Primus.
life is that where you can't transform because people are...
He's just dormant. That's all it is. It's just dormant. And then because, it's like a transformer this big takes a lot of energon, right? So he created probably smaller versions of transformers that consumes less energon, and then they live on top of him.
Right.
Yeah. That's like kind of like some philosophy of Transformers.
Okay. I can't talk about Transformers anymore. I'm sorry.
It's like you're irritated. You're like, screw this.
There's only a certain capacity for Transformers talk where I'm just like, this show is
You
over.
can only pretend to be interested so much.
You're maxing it out.
Yeah.
This trailer dropped earlier this week. I was queuing it up earlier, and then we got totally distracted. Avatar: The Last Airbender official trailer. DK, have you seen this yet?
Yes.
You did, right?
Yes.
All right. In the chat, I'm sure people have seen this or are fans of this. Paul, we have the the privilege of chatting with you now this week after the trailer has come out. Last week it hadn't come out yet. Dare I play this in spurts? Or just with audio?
Yeah. Let me get my blaster. Hold on.
Spurts is a gross word too.
Pew, 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 pew.
Here we go. The ever protective ticker at the bottom, letting YouTube know, don't cancel this stream.
It's like those Facebook warnings. I do not give Facebook permission to use my photographs in any way.
And then upload photo. Right. So before we had just seen stills from the show. This is a full like with all the action and effects.
The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path. And the world.
Do we ever see, again, Paul, on brand, I watched the trailer in the washroom. Do we ever see in this trailer?
Well, I'm sorry, you covered your mouth in and I couldn't hear what it said.
Do we get to see Appa's full face in this thing, or is it just like the body of him?
No, you get to see his face.
See full face.
Might never recover.
Come on, how cool does that look?
It looks beautiful.
The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
The Fire Nation has destroyed everything in their path.
These costumes look killer. Look at the details in the background, man.
If the world is going to have any chance, it's going to need Aang.
Right. There goes the savior of the world. I chased
Yeah.
There it is.
down every hint of the Avatar.
Oh, damn, look at those masks.
It's my
Nope. Nope.
The Avatar.
Oh, I missed it. All right, they're cool. Whatever. So cool.
Yes.
Yeah, Farnaz, the costume designer, she really knocked it out of the ballpark for this, for that look. For all the looks, so
All
much
the costumes look great.
detail and so much research done into making them really, really as accurate as she could make 3D, like, renderings of a 2D product.
Right.
I think it's great, and it's so funny. Like, despite all the hard, like the effort that was putting into it, like the attention to detail, the fine tuning. When I hear people go, yeah, looks like cosplayers, drives me nuts.
What?
Drives me absolutely bug shit crazy. As if people went, yeah, close enough, and just sort of slapped it together. The design, the fabrication, all of that was done to the highest levels, right? And it drives me nuts that as a fandom, we find things that we like to pick on and just sort of go off on. It's like, they look like cosplayers. Have you seen cosplayers lately? They look fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this. That's what kills me, right? It's just like, just take the win. Like, if you look at the costumes, they're absolutely stunning. And
Accurate.
obviously a great amount of passion and care and, skill went into creating them. These looks, like the details on the sash, right?
Yeah.
The fabrics that they used. And the big thing is, no, they don't look real world. They don't look worn. They look like costumes. It's like, yeah, hey, guess what? Guess what you're watching, Chucklehead? You're watching a show that's based on an animated cartoon. So yeah, colors are going to pop. Certain things are going to look a little bit hyper realistic. It's just, it boggles my mind. It's like, you can't win sometimes, right? But I mean, it's like everything from the production design to the prosthetics, to the makeup, to the hair, all this, honestly, people at the top of their game, an incredible amount of work and passion was poured into this.
I think it's really realistic, a really great adaptation of what cartoon is to real life. Like it's beautiful. Like I don't understand why these comments are being made. To be honest,
Some people, honestly, they
Yeah.
just want to be heard. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people just
Yeah.
want to be heard, and they'll point out the most obvious thing to sort of comment on, right? And then they'll try to flip it.
This doesn't
So-
look like the real
This-
world.
no, this makes me believe that. Like when I'm watching these in these costumes, it's like I'm in this world, this Avatar world, right?
Yeah, and
It was
that's
just
the
in
thing.
Fire
it's the
Nation last
scope.
week. They didn't dress like this.
Yeah, the scope and the scale of it is just tremendous. We're using cutting edge technology and integrate, and it's still a learning, it's still a learning curve shooting in the volume and stuff like that. But we've gotten to the point where it's just like people are going, well, I can sort of tell that it's digital. It's like, okay, so then what do you want us to do? You tell us what we should do, right? In terms of virtual sets, that virtual set, there's I guarantee you, there's 90% of it you won't realize
Mhm.
it's digital, right?
Yeah.
But that one time you do, you go, wow, it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, and to say like it looks like cosplayers, everyone in the chat, the level of cosplay that the detail that cosplayers put in nowadays, it's like that's not an insult.
Well, that's the thing they're trying, and that's the other thing that bugs me is like people are trying to use that as an insult.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what kind of what you think cosplaying is, but
yeah,
it's there are too many. What is it? The comic book guy people in real life,
gatekeepers,
like
man.
Simpsons. Yeah.
I did a bit of that last week. Are you the creator of High and Lois? Because you were making me laugh. All right, here we go. Let's do some. Bam!
Yeah.
I'm not someone.
Let's see that again in playback speed 50%. Oh, not this. Whoa, don't. Not that
I don't
there's
know.
anything.
Some guy really likes Bikini Dude.
Beautiful.
Wait, DK, can you do the sound effect for Paul, for Iroh here, one more time?
Just
the
the
one you
fire,
did.
right?
Yeah. No, what sound you think he's making
Okay.
at that time? Hold on.
Woof. Woof.
I'm not someone.
Not bad. Not bad. Is this CGI?
No, that's on location in Vancouver.
Oh, I meant his chesticles.
Oh no, my God!
Fire Nation.
He showed up super cut for
Yeah.
that. Like he showed up and it was like, oh man, jeez. He was just like, yeah. But he worked hard to get into shape for that, for the Agnikai, and yeah, no, he was. It was impressive.
Nice. Practical, not effects. Actual human body.
I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone.
Was that his?
You have to do this alone.
Oh, there it
You
is.
have
There's.
me, Tara, and a flying
Oh.
golfer. What more do you need?
The world needs you.
Whoa.
Remember what it is we're really fighting for. The ones we love.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
Sick.
Hype.
Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
excited.
Netflix, don't shut this down. My show. That looks so good, man. February 22nd. Hell yeah. Plasty is here. What's up, Plasty? Oh my god, my YouTube's still playing. Chat and Paul and DK, assuming that it's not McFarlane who makes these toys, because McFarlane made the TV show versions of the figures, right? The cartoon version of the figures. Who would you want to see? What company? I know Paul's answer.
Figure Arts.
SHF.
SHF. Yeah.
If they make if Bandai makes figures of Rebel Moon,
Yes.
I feel like they got to make figures from this with a much more like solid fan base, right? A pre-made, pre-existing fan base that should be like something that hopefully they get into.
Yeah, like the One Piece live action.
Yeah,
Right?
they
had One Piece live action SHF, right?
Did those? I know those are out, right? They're out.
Think they are. Maybe one or two of them, right?
Were they
and then,
out after the show? Or during?
they tried to time it. You know what? I'll look this up.
Paulie, what toy company would you like to see in terms of, articulation and aesthetics that would be able to pull off something like this?
Hasbro. Just so I could finally look them in the eye and say, haha, I win. You had to make a figure of me. That's how petty I am.
Is your motivation to get on different shows so that Hasbro has to have one of these licenses?
Yeah, that's it exactly. It's like, well, I don't understand it. Everyone's like, why they've released every other figure except for Iroh? What the hell is going on? Like, I don't get it. Why?
It's like, Paul, do you want to be in the MCU? Yes, I want to play Iron Man. So they'll make a figure of me, and then all of a sudden they stop making Iron Man.
Oh my god. No, but honestly, SH Figuarts would be great.
Right.
I think toy companies should be scrambling to get the rights to this.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of great
big opportunity.
Yeah. And there's a fan base that has been starved for new product as well for it, because like the McFarlane toys, they've been out for a while, right? Those ones, and they're based on the animated series, which is great, and they're really well done too, which is what I like, because a lot of times it's hard to make a 3D rendering even of an animated figure, right? And I think they've done a really good job of doing that. But I think there's such fertile ground here with the world building and the different play sets and like the different locations. Like, it's truly ripe for the picking.
Yeah.
And that's not even including like some of the other like really exotic animals that you see, right? Like the ostriches. Those look like a blast, right? And then the Shirshu, Heibai, Appa, geez, right? Just to have him and Momo and stuff like that. I think, man, it's a slam dunk. That's an easy
and SHF like has, they've done monster arts, right? So these creatures, because like they have the ability to do that, right? But I'm actually pegging like SHF might have it.
Rick
just because of this Netflix like relationship right now.
Yeah, but then you gotta. I don't think it's through Netflix. I don't know.
I think it is because Netflix they're pushing One Piece so hard right now, and they have that relationship to get SHF One Piece live action figures, which the first one's being released in March. So I think it's just the pre-orders.
Chamba says Luffy is out.
It says Luffy is March.
Are you calling? I'm not even saying you're calling Chamba a liar. Are you saying Chamba is wrong?
I'm just looking at Big Bad Toy Store. So
he is okay. That is not reliable. You check Japan first. Rick says Jada toy, which would be killer because they're making some really great stuff. Or SH Figuarts would be my dream. Also, June from Jada will be on in 2 weeks. Next week we're doing the Enablers. The week after that, February 8th, June will be on. he hooked me up with some of the Mega Man figures, so we're going to be opening those, talking about that and all the figures that they're into. So if you have you're interested in Jada toys, Street Fighter stuff, Mega Man, the food character lines, don't forget to like, subscribe. Be back February 8th. Has Paul been drinking more tea since playing Iroh?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just hot leaf juice.
Iroh, man, how did I miss that? Oh, Kevin, you idiot. Just so you can get a figure from Hasbro.
Yeah. And it was Luffy was released literally 5 days ago, January 20th in Japan. So
There you go.
I stand corrected. But so
You're not corrected. It's not March.
Yeah. So no, like Match is right. What I'm saying is that okay, that like One Piece, Netflix, in bed. So that's why you got the SHF thing, and then Rebel Moon, right? Netflix.
Dude, is that
SHF?
no? Is Rebel Moon Netflix?
It is.
Yeah.
Paulie, you watched it, right? I think we talked about it.
Yep.
Dude,
Like,
look at these pants.
It's well, these pants look like the Bleach Ichigo like figure pants.
She looks like Groot legs.
That's a great likeness of her, though.
Yeah,
the
Face sculpt is on point.
But like, look,
those pants are ridiculous.
Is the hat supposed to be this high off her head?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. She wears her cowboy hat like T.I. wears fitteds. Those are, I mean, come on.
I mean, look at
chat. Have you seen Rebel Moon? And what are your thoughts? Soft goods. That's interesting. But I mean, if you can push this, are those arms really long? Or does the body look short? She looks like Mr. Fantastic.
It looks odd, but I think the proportions are correct, to be honest.
Is it just an illusion?
Yeah.
Optical illusion? Jedi. This guy looks cool. But if it's as simple as like, hey, we're Netflix. If you have a deal, you can make all of our shows. That would be absolutely wonderful if it just gets pushed through like that.
Yeah. So high possibility that SHF does Last Airbender.
What's up, Rick?
And those pants, it's like, see, it's very much like the Chico pants from Bleach. It's practically like the same.
Those, I feel like those don't stand out as much, probably because they're hidden behind.
What am I doing?
Isaac Wong Instagram showed Luffy. Oof says happy birthday to DK.
Thank you.
They are licorice pants.
That is true. Black licorice pants.
Have you given? It's 2 parts, right, Paul? Rebel Moon.
It's 3.
It's 3 parts, and only
it's
one
supposed
is
to be 3 parts. Yeah. So, I mean, we watched it. I'm not going to fault the performances at all in it because, like, what they were given, I think, for me, the difficulty lay in the writing. And at one point, I turned to my wife at the beginning of the movie. I said, I like this a lot better when it was called A Bug's Life, because the beginning of the movie was almost exactly beat for beat. It felt like A Bug's Life. Hopper comes in, threatens all the ants and stuff, and they're like, they're all hiding, and then they send one out to sort of go, which is derivative of Magnificent Seven, which is derivative of Seven Samurai and whatnot. And then they go on this quest, and it's fine. It's a story that we're all familiar with. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing necessarily if you do something different with it. And I just found it kind of super derivative in terms of the tropes that they used, in terms of collecting all these badasses and stuff like that. It was, I found, pretty predictable, right? In terms of, okay, someone's going to do this and they're going to betray that. But the other part that got me really was the end seemed so abrupt because it sort of took place like really quickly, and then the movie was over. It was like, really? That was it? Oh, okay. And then we watched it over 2 sittings. And because we had to stop, and then we didn't get back to it till a couple of days later. And there was a scene and went, wait a minute, who are all these people? Like, when did they join the party? Like, that's how kind of forgettable they were. Like, the characters were, not the actors. I'm gonna fault the actors, but like in terms of what those characters. And I know this is part 1, so maybe that's it. They're involved later on, but it's like they got them. They're part of the group, and it's kind of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. If they had done nothing or hadn't gotten them, the outcome would have been exactly the same at the end of the movie. And that's I find fault in the writing for that. Then,
Okay.
So, it's visually, yeah, sure. It's Zack Snyder. He's fun. He like Zack Snyder to me is very stylistic, but he's kind of like Michael Bay. He kind of goes to the well one too many times with the same sort of shot, like his signature shot, which is they overcrank the camera and they go to slow motion and then they speed it back up again, and it's just like done so many times. It's just like after a while, it's like watching a John Wick movie. The premise is pretty much the same. The action is, as much as they try to amp it up, becomes very, very repetitive. And you're just in one long sort of like, okay, like this is, it's not engaging me anymore. I'm just
going through the motions of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like more of the same, right?
Right.
And it's like, even if it's bigger, it's like, yeah, but there's more. And now they do this and there's a flip involved and there's that. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. But let's get on with the story because we know who's going to win. So let's sort of get to it, just, I don't know.
That's how I felt
highly
about
articulated. John Wick 4, I got bored, to be honest. It was just one long sort of battle. Just went going and going and going and going. I was like, yeah, okay. And I don't know. For me, it's like that was the 4th movie of him. Like, now it's harder because they have body armor. So how does he defeat them when they all have body armor? It's like, okay, well, he figured it out. Yeah. And having to go up the stairs to get to the dueling spot and getting knocked down the hill and going back up the hill and getting knocked down again and going back up the stairs. Spoiler alert for anybody who's watching it.
I haven't finished it yet.
I love the John Wick franchise. Number 1 is still holds true as like the best one in my opinion. And then by number 2, I was so excited for it, but then partway through number 2, I was like, this is really repetitive. Yeah. And then number 3 was like, it's the same thing. I'm like, oh man, how many more super assassin level hierarchy stuff do we have to go through? And then number 4
when they added the dog, was it?
I think so. That was the Halle Berry one. Where I think she got injured as well in that movie.
I thought those scenes were pretty unique. I guess.
Yeah, with the dogs.
Watching people fight, it's watching dogs into the.
But then, the thing is, I always get super stressed as a dog owner whenever I see a dog in peril, even like a vicious attack dog. Yeah, I'm like, like don't hurt the dog type thing. Yeah, but and again, DK, I'm with you too. It's just like after a certain point, it's like, does he just live in a city that is only populated by hitmen? Yeah, like they're all assassins. Like there's no normal people living in New York. Everybody in New York, much like in LA, where everybody's an actor or a screenwriter or a director. It's like New York. Yeah, they're all assassins.
I guess that's what it is. It's just a world of assassins, right?
Yeah.
That's too funny.
So,
but yeah, Kev, please go finish watching John Wick's. Like,
I want to because it's Donnie Yen, and I want to order those third-party toys of John Wick and
oh man,
what's his name? Donnie Yen's character
in John.
Oh, it's Kevin. Isn't it Kevin something?
Is it Kevin?
John Wick?
Yeah, in the 4th movie, he had an Asian sounding name, and then he wanted it changed. And I think it's Kevin. I don't know why. Which is
Kane.
The most Kane?
Yeah,
Kane.
His name is Kane. His name is Kane.
Like I can't wait for you to get to that chapter 4. Like he's like honestly one of the best assassins character.
Plasty says Mezco 112th Avatar The Last Airbender. Plasty, he knows how to push my buttons. That guy. That's all I have to
And they all have capes.
God damn it. Is it true there's a different Snyder Cut version with Netflix, and Netflix is withholding it?
There's rumors. There's rumors about that. Because everything because of the Batman, Superman. There's supposedly a Snyder Cut version of it.
Oh,
I
there always
believe.
is.
Let's see.
There always
Out-
is. I
Yeah.
So I unboxed. I built one of these earlier on. I got these
the stand.
action figure stands to sort of put together to use for mounts or stands for my Micro Galaxy Squadron ships, because that's one of the drawbacks is a lot of them, the majority of them, do not come with stands, and so it limits in terms of how you can display them. And so I put one together, and actually Steve 3, who's a friend of mine, he's also on, sometimes he jumps on this stream, he's on my stream sometimes too. He bought a bunch of them and they used them, and they sort of came out nicely. So I went and I jumped and I tried them. Now I think these are a different kind than what he got. Oops, that's the wrong one. So it's right now, it's like you have to assemble it together. Like they're basic action figure stands, and you can articulate the shape of them.
Oh, that
right?
works.
And stuff. Yeah, so it works, and you can have different heights and levels, and the pinchers move. It's perfect for a TIE fighter, right? It sits there. It'd be interesting to see how it holds up the other vessels, other types of ships. They're there, so that's good. It's great for the TIEs. I don't know about the X-wings or some of the bigger ships. One of the things I do not like about this, though, is the version that Steve got. The joints, they're ratcheted, so they click into place.
Right.
These ones are not. You actually, I have to, in order to get them to sort of stay in place, I have to tighten the screws, which isn't a terrible thing.
I usually try to avoid. That's just like an extra step.
Yeah.
for me.
So I didn't realize that there's a bunch of different. If you go on Amazon, you see there's like 15, 16 different companies that are selling what looks like the same thing. But I gotta ask Steve which version he got, because his was ratcheted, and I do like that. But
how is the plastic quality of the stand? Because Kevin and I once upon a time got very similar set.
right.
I think they were just basically like the knockoff SHF ones.
Okay.
Right? And the quality just really dwindled like in
Yeah.
the like first week of usage. This plastic quality looks like it's stronger than that.
It's holding up the ship
It's-
on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's not premium plastic, by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also when you have to sort of pressure fit some of the joints in.
Mhm.
It didn't crack, right? And it's like I've had, when you get the cheap stuff, it's very brittle.
Yeah.
This isn't bad. This isn't bad, and
Do
for the
you-
price point, it wasn't. I think I ended up getting, 10 of them, and
Mhm.
it was like $20.
No, that's good.
So wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's a deal in a steal. $2 for a stand.
Yeah.
It's a deal in a steal. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason. Hey everyone, happy birthday, DK. Paul, here's a suggestion. Maybe you don't use the second part of
Oh yeah,
the
make it-
extension, right?
make it
u-
shorter. I wanted to
make it
play with the
shorter so it
heights.
doesn't wobbly. Okay.
Yeah, the different heights too. I mean, it's going to be parked. It's wobbly now because it's on my desk and it's on casters, which are sort of failing, and so there's a lot of movement that's going on there. And I've got the handheld camera, but what I really want from a stand too is that ability to play with the heights.
Mhm.
So, just in terms of storage space too. So if I'm gonna do that as well, I can.
Can you put a ATST underneath on the platform so you can double up
Yeah.
the space?
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for, right? And have them in multiples, and then that way, and having them in the transparent plastic is very, very helpful too. And so you can even what I like is how much play can you get in
Yeah.
terms of having it sort of off at angles, right? So they don't have to sit straight.
Yeah.
So I like that. That gives me a little bit more options.
And there's
And
two
for the
more
price?
points, two more holes on the bottom of the base, right? Where they
Yeah,
could
so you
potentially
can-
pop off and then just plug
Exactly.
in the other ones on it.
Exactly. So
Nice.
That's the versatility is there, and it's better than the like right now. I think in my shelf over there for the Micro Galaxy display there, I've got the clear shelves, the acrylic shelves,
Yeah,
and
the
that's
risers.
okay, but it's still like there's a lot of height that I'm missing out on. So I could place this on the top shelf and use some of that negative space that's being underused right now.
Why don't you
So-
show the people some of that shelf?
Oh, okay. Oh.
It's
Oh,
not
well,
a, it's not a
these
look
are the
that
old
everyone gets to
detolfs.
see.
This is the old detail from the old geeky basement. A lot of these figs that I have these are actually things that I've accrued over the last year we've lived here. The majority of my old stuff is still in storage. So yeah. So I want to work it out. I actually went and I've ordered module cases and didn't realize that there's like a year wait list. Lead time
there's
on
a
them.
weird
So,
wait list. Okay.
yeah, it's crazy. They say 4 to 6 months. No, there's 6 to 9 months. But I've heard people waiting over a year.
Damn.
What were the prices for them?
It all depended. They had a sale that was going on, and they had pre-built sort of modular units. But like in total, I think it was like 5,000 US. But the ones that I bought run a 20-foot span. So it'll basically run from let's see if I can pull this back a bit. From the stairs all the way to that wall. That's about 20 feet right there.
That's awesome.
And so it should be able to house the majority of my Hot Toys collection and other things too, because there's different shape, different sized displays, right? So that's what I got. So I got my a Novos Mandalorian helmet. That's a Novos, not de nuevo Novo. It was like I got it before a Novos went under. And that's the deluxe season 2 Mandalorian with the Beskar spear and Grogu and the repaint. I think it's die cast. The helmet is, and then I have my Luke Skywalker sabers. There actually, that's from A New Hope up top. That's a stunt saber from Return of the Jedi, and the Crystal Reveal Hero version 1 saber from KR Sabers. Right there, that is my Gentle Giant bust. And that helmet is actually, it's not the Hasbro helmet. That's actually a faithful recreation, as close as you can get to the screen-worn used one, because it's from the same fabricator who provide the helmets for production. And the paint application was by Frank Ippolito, who actually painted my helmet for season 2. And he did that one. So there's that.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I've got my hands. I was able to procure through a really good friend of mine a Hasbro Black Series version of my helmet. And so this Sunday I'm going to do an unboxing of that bad boy, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison between that. Now, if you've already gotten a Black Series helmet, you've got this helmet. It's just literally repaint, repack, and they've changed the sound fonts for the electronic.
Confirm the sound fonts are changed.
Somebody has one of my friends, Captain Wrecked, actually sent me the sound bites.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. Was it Captain Wrecked? Or maybe it was no, sorry, it was Bad Wolf Media. It was Mike. Bad Wolf Media did that. So he got his. And then over there, I've got my Obi-Wan Kenobi sabers, his lightsaber from episode 1. And then that's the middle one is the desert. That's from A New Hope. And then the dirty one on the bottom is from Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rick Jones has a good question. Are you going to be wearing orange on Sunday to do the comparison?
I can.
Yes.
I can.
Columbia.
I can, actually. Yeah, I got that right over there. The Columbia sent me the jackets and the hoodies.
Newest
and stuff
collection.
Like yeah. So there you go. I got my so now this Clone Trooper Phase 2 helmet is from De Nuevo Novo, paired with the Hot Toys Clone Trooper. I got some Joy Toy mechs beside it.
Nice.
There's a little
Your
Boba rotting in
Your
his
brief foray into Joy Toy mechs.
Yeah, no, I have a whole bunch of them that I still need to unbox. They're in my bedroom. Oh, and up top there too, there's some Haya. That's the Haya alien set. So there's I have a bunch in boxes still, but up there is like Ripley in the spacesuit. There's Kane and Lambert, and then that's that's another dropship from Aliens, the movie series diecast.
I see you didn't close the
Nichols.
door on that one. What are you working on?
The bottom, so I got a bunch of shit on the ground. That
Okay.
I'm still unpacking. Like literally, there's all this gack down there that I have to sort of figure out. And
He's making
those are
space
boxes.
for Axe Woves Black Series.
Yes,
vintage collection.
there's Axe Woves right there with his card.
Nice.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Signed
it's your
card. I
autograph.
got a pull on that.
Nice.
And there's Casca Reeves, Bo-Katan. That's a Black Series helmet there that was gifted to me by the fine folks at Hasbro. And then, yeah, that's Mace Windu's lightsaber and Darth Vader. I believe that's from Empire Strikes Back, ESB version. And then I've got the Black Series Trapper Wolf with the Gentle Giant bust.
Nice.
And behind that is the Hasbro Black Series deluxe version of Mr. Trapper Wolf. That's signed, autographed by Dave Filoni. There, I got Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff, and then yeah, the next two they're being hidden, but there's more Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff there and there. There, these are just placeholders right now.
That's what the bottom rows are.
Yeah, well, I'm still honestly, I'm still unpacking all my stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's like the Disney Parks helmet with the checkerboard. It looks like a Biggs Darklighter, and actually the box is hiding it, but there's the Biggs Darklighter Gentle Giant bust right beside there.
Nice.
Got my droids there.
Oh, there's Iroh Man.
Yeah. Now that's a killer body helmet. So it's actually voice activated, and it opens and closes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's one of those really fun ones. That's there. That's the Mark III, I believe. And then right beside is the Mark I Iron Man from Hot Toys, which is die cast. And then I got some NECA mixed in with some Hasbro stuff, and then yeah,
Sweet.
just down there I've got my TMNT stacked up in the corner there. And no, there's a replica Pew Pew there. I'm not going to show that because I don't want this channel to get part of my display. I'm not going to hold it though. But
Pixelate it out.
Paul,
Yeah.
what type of lighting are you using? Because your lights are way brighter than mine.
I got two right now. I've got I'm gonna put this down because it's heavy. I've got two lights. I have a GVX. It's one of those big cameras with a huge. Oh fuck! I'm gonna show it. Switch it over. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but
So I was asking about the detolfs.
oh, the detolfs.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, those are just Govee lights. They're puck
Govee
lights
lights.
that I had. They're hardwired in actually,
Mhm.
so they're on a control. I got them from Govee. The IKEA lights that they have, I didn't think were bright enough.
No,
So I
No,
just got those.
absolutely not. Look at me behind. So I have 6 detolfs back
Okay.
here. Same thing, same setup as yours, but yours pop way more. So I'm just like, what lights are you using?
pop.
You know what? Might be because you have black tops on yours and I have white.
Yeah.
So that might be just that little extra bit of
Bounce.
reflection
Yeah.
right there. But
Yeah, I want to switch these lights now.
All right. Brick Something's asking me about the Valiant Knight. This thing is so much fun. Super posable. I don't even think historically a knight could be this agile in a full suit of armor. Look at this. Look at this crunch.
No, that's a beaut.
nice.
It's on like a little dumbbell in there. So he really gets low like that. And then look at the legs. Can you do this in armor? This is crazy. So it'd be like really, really
Wow.
nice posing. And Trevor 16 Shooter, who does the photography for Four Horsemen, already kills it anyway, but give him something like this to work with, even better. Matthew, thank you for sending me this, man. This is crazy. You can see like there's paint variations in the paint here, a wash too. The joints on the leg here. Like, look how posable this is for Mythic Legions, dude.
Oh, that's a beaut.
The Jean-Claude Van Damme pose.
He's just clunk, 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 clunk. Yeah. But yeah, it's it's really, really movable. 2 helmets, whole bunch of different hands and shoulder pads. What is this thing? Is this the Morning
Mace?
Star?
Oh, the Morning
Yeah.
Star. Yeah.
Mace is the one on the stick,
On the stick. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Morning Star is the one on the chain.
Oh, and it has a shield. I forgot there's a shield too. Like, this is, I get why this was sold out and was such a hot item, because this is really, really a lot of fun. And an update to their knight. And I think with Mythic Legions, a lot of the parts are swappable too. I think you can change out these helmets and things too. This thing is awesome. Let's see. Catch up with the chat real quick. DK. Oh, wait, Mario said DK got it wrong.
Yeah.
And then he got the
And then
correction,
wrong.
too.
Yep.
So that is wrong to the second exponent. Wildly articulated armor. Historically, knights are pretty agile, like the person themselves, or once they're armored up. I don't know what HEMA is. Full plate was an engineering marvel. Figure report. What's up, Mike? Got to get me one of those. Yeah, we were talking about you earlier this week. I can't even share the screen because I can't log into my Instagram somehow. Earlier this week at Pi, we'll show a really small photo. Right? Can I zoom? It won't let me log in for some reason. Look at this lineup at Pi.
Mhm.
Tywin Lannister.
Charles Dance.
Yes.
They're, they're more than just the characters they play. Please.
No. Fair enough. Oscar Isaac, that's the one.
Dameron.
Dameron. Christoph Waltz. Guillermo del Toro. And I don't know who the last person was.
She's been in a series of these horror movies that have done really, really well, where she plays. I've seen them, and there's like 3 of them, and they're all like in different. I think if I remember correctly, and I probably don't. She's in like different time periods, right? And it's just like this continuance of this sort of character. Her name is on the thing. Damn it!
I can't click it because it won't log me in for some reason. You guys will figure it out.
Here, let me see.
I think it had the word goth in it.
It's Mia something.
Nailed it. Mia Goth.
There you go.
Says.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm gonna look it up.
Her literal name is Goth, and she's working with GDT. It's perfect. Yeah, I saw that photo. I'm like, man, this is crazy. What the heck are they working on? That's when Toy Rensu was like, they're working on Frankenstein. I said, I don't believe you. But apparently he Googled it, so this was crazy to see. And I love Pi. The enablers know. They went to Pi when they were all in town. What else do I have left? Did you open everything, Paul?
Yes, actually, and I opened up the little.
There you go.
The mech suit, which is the same, almost the same material. He feels a little bit more the plasticky, a little bit more rubbery. So whereas the assault gunship felt like die cast, this one most definitely does not. And they are. I mistakenly thought they would be scaled within each other because that's how they looked, and then they give you a pilot to that actually. Let me see if I can. They give you a pilot right here that sits in the actual vehicle, and he is way bigger than I thought. Like he's very. So if you do for comparison in terms of scale, so here's the gunship, here's the pilot. There's no way
no.
he's
A
the
little
same
too
scale.
big.
It's way off. So yeah, which is but like side by side here, you kind of go, oh okay, like you can fudge it a bit. I thought okay, but now it's very apparent like this is much bigger than it should be. So you should scale smaller. And then just to put it in perspective with the Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff.
Is it bigger?
Wow.
So
That's his son.
Yeah, right. He looks like a little kid.
Take
You're a
your
pilot now,
kid to
boy.
work day.
There you go. Now they're holding hands.
Aw,
There you go. So
sweet.
yeah, so it's a much the scale is very different. They've got different hand and accessories for this. So he's got this mech can carry the big sort of weapon on it, and it's got the knife as well if you wanted to have it. Now, if memory serves correctly, this knife could in the movie at least was mounted at like a bayonet on this thing, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous that you would have this gigantic mech with a gun with a gigantic bayonet on it. But it's kind of cool, actually, as ridiculous as it is. It is kind of cool that you would have something that frightening and impractical on a weapon like that. So
That's great.
ironically enough, this Micro Galaxy Squadron figure is actually very close in terms of the scale.
Oh, that
right?
seems more accurate.
So if you're doing that, then you have this first order tie. That's a comparison, right? Like in terms of scale.
Cool.
So
Yeah, you have a lot of ships to display.
yeah, which is why these stands, I'm hoping, will help just sort of get that different levels that I want and the dynamic nature of it, like being able to have ships, flying diagonally as well, just make it look a little bit more interesting than just sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Tac Toy says greetings in the early morning from the UK to Kevin and the gang. Good morning to you.
Morning.
What time is
Hello.
it now? 5:30? Is it 6 hours or 5 hours ahead? 6, I think. 5:30. Good morning to you. Usually when people in Europe say hi in the chat, it's a good indicator of time to get off. Here on the East Coast, it's not an enabler stream. I think Tac is just up early. But yeah, I think we're getting there. Paulie, you're gonna stream this Sunday. DK and I are gonna do a toy show this Sunday. I'm gonna do a quick unboxing and a giveaway for Patreon this week. That's what we got going on. And Boba Squadron Monday?
yeah.
We're gonna get into some of those Hasbro vintage collection and Black Series announcements next week. But I would be remiss to not bring this up. If you have pre-orders, if you're in Canada or you're in the US, but there's some stuff you can find, eCollectibles, friend of the channel, has all their pre-orders up. The new Mafex, Superboy. Is Iron Man a reissue? Stealth Iron Man? I feel like that's been out already. I may be wrong. The new Black Series stuff that was announced this week. Vintage collection. You see a Mezco Robin, some NECA Turtle stuff, Dragon Ball. He's getting lots of SH Figuarts. You can pre-order from here and save 5% off every order with code Toying Around. You can see free shipping over $125 Canadian pre-tax, and they ship to the US. And they have a locker, so if you want to add stuff, wait till you hit the free shipping threshold and then ship it out. You can do that too. But then again, let them know I sent you Toying Around for 5% off your order, and you can use it multiple times. Order some stuff. Paul, guess what they have? Hiya.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Is this?
Yes.
These aren't minus
Oh no,
one.
those are not. Those are the I think those are the heat ray. Godzilla
I think I
versus
want the
Kong.
heat
Yeah,
ray one.
those are the North American ones. They look gorgeous though.
Mhm.
I think
It's
I
just
want
not
the
your
heat ray.
versions that you want to collect.
Yeah. Right.
That moth just looks like a real moth. I don't think I'd be allowed to have that in the house. My wife would crush it in mere seconds. But yes, they have. They're probably Canada's up and coming big bad toy store, e-collectibles. Lots of great toys there. So go check it out if you need to order some stuff. 4:30 a.m.
Wow,
Amazing.
that's amazing. That's really early.
Whoa. Did you see that NECA Universal Monsters with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover? The Ultimate Raphael's Wolfman? That actually looks really cool.
Yeah, is this the second wave of these crossovers?
They have to be.
It is. Yeah. And $49.99 Canadian is a really good price, I feel like. For NECA to get to Canada. Like
Yeah.
$50 Canadian.
Well, TRU, they're like $60.
They're 60, yeah.
Right? Which is
And I don't think
insane.
they've got new NECA stuff.
Not for a while.
I think last time was like a year ago. They made one order, and I think that was it. So again, lots of cool stuff at e-collectibles. And if you want to order oh wait, no, that thing's already sold out. You had some units of pre-signed. You're pre-signing them, the Black Series helmets for e-collectibles. But I think
I think there was a pre-order window where if you paid a little bit extra, you get a helmet personally autographed by me.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure the number, but then it was just for a very limited time. And I believe that window has since closed.
Yes.
And then when they come in, I'm gonna head up there to e-collectibles, a brick and mortar store, and I'm gonna sign a bunch of them.
Yeah, if you're into Mythic has a bear. This thing's awesome. That looks really cool. They have Mythic Legions. They're like the Canadian go-to source. I think they're official source for Mythic in Canada too. So
sorry, I'm just looking here too.
Bear is awesome.
You're stretching. What do you see on your end, Paulie?
No, just there is a good Godzilla -1 movie monster series, and it's by Bandai Spirits.
Isn't it out?
It's
the
a
Bandai
pre-order.
one?
This one's a pre-order. This is from Godzilla -1.
I thought Haya has one. Didn't Haya make one?
It could be both.
Is there
I
one?
think
Look it
the
up.
Bandai Godzilla -1 is out. Why do I know this? I shouldn't know this. I should not know this. Tac, thank you. So smash the like button for Kevin and the gang. Paul's in the gang. That's how he got his YouTube video taken down last week.
Too dangerous for the community.
Maybe not.
It's not.
Are you just Googling, DK? It's all good.
Yeah,
We'll
all
find
good.
it later.
I'm just looking at Godzilla toys right now from Haya.
Thanks. I'm going to order the soldering iron. I want to thank some of the people who sent the super chats earlier tonight. I think Johnny and Alexander Eagleson, Riley Bob, possibly. Oh wait, I can see them right here. Riley Bob, yes. Johnny Cock, Alexander Eagleson. So that's all going towards. I'm going to order soldering iron.
Thank
for
you.
DK. And you're going to start your life down the path of being a electrician. And if I ever need stuff fixed around the house, I'm going to call you. If you show up with that kit, if you haven't upgraded at that point, I'm sending you home. I don't trust it. Upgrade.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Paul, for the suggestions.
Paul is here. He's into that stuff. What'd you say? TIG welding?
TIG welding.
What is a TIG?
Yeah. It's a special kind. It's like it's different from arc welding. It's literally when you see the guy. They've got that long piece of metal that they'll actually use. They'll melt it to make those beads along the joint, the weld
Okay.
joints. Right when you see them when it's done, because what you're doing is you're creating little puddles of metal, right? That'll harden when they cool down and form that weld, basically the join the two parts together. So I was just looking at that and it's just like, oh, that'd be kind of fun to do. Welding stuff together.
You can make more replica guns. You can make them for
No.
yourself.
It's just like, hey, let me borrow your car for a sec, Kev. Want to show you a little trick I can do with doors.
Why would you do that?
Because you made fun of me.
I do. Yeah. Well, yeah, we have the toy show this weekend. If you're in the greater Toronto area, it's in Mississauga from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. DK and I will be selling a whole bunch of toys. Polly's streaming that night. We're streaming that night. Well, I'm streaming that night for the Patreon giveaway. And again, it is a giveaway for a set of 1/12 scale props that I brought back from Japan for Patreon members. You're entered. I'm gonna do a random draw, and we'll have one lucky winner, and we're gonna try to do more quarterly. What's quarterly? 3 months?
3 months.
Every 3 months. Or trimesterly giveaways through Patreon, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. There was a video released earlier today, but it was early access for Patreon earlier this week. It's a Marvel Legends Green Goblin review, but also there's a giveaway in there as well. You can enter, and it was fun to do a review again. Here you go.
Some paint apps, additional paint on it for details.
Is there audio? I can't hear.
Yeah, there is audio.
Okay.
And your audio kind of cut out at the end, like earlier
That
back there.
barn's sharp, luckily for consumers. The little lights here are exhaust in the back are painted.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to do that review again. You guys have any more stuff to open?
Nope.
Should we call it a night? It's like 11:30.
Yarp.
Yeah.
Well, Paulie, thanks for coming to hang out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
I know you had some toys to open. 2 weeks, three visits in a week. Actually, if you count both.
Yeah, you're gonna get sick of me.
I might get kicked off.
I thought you were gonna say I'm sick of you.
I might get kicked off. Paul's the new sidekick.
Well, do you know how to Google terms, like type the proper search words when you Google stuff?
Sure thing.
All right, we're gonna have to talk.
You're gonna have to pay me though. Not an intern.
Do
So
you
like
need
in the
a,
Boba Squadron, you got to pay me.
do you need a soldering iron?
I already got two. I got the cheapy one that I learned on, and I got the more expensive one.
There you go. DK, just follow in Paul's footsteps.
Yes.
Yeah, and then get onto a Star Wars. That would be great. That would be super cool. Paulie, again, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having
You
me.
have a channel, Bitter Asian Dude Inc. here on YouTube.
That's correct.
You want to go subscribe, but let them know when you normally stream, what people can expect from your show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. As he said, my channel is Bitter Asian Dude Inc. My main show is Fun Boxing Sundays, which takes place on Sunday on or about 7 p.m. Eastern, although I have been broadcasting at 8 p.m. just because the days seem longer. There seem to be way more things for me to do. So anywhere from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, where I open up a geeky collectible, do a half-ass review, and we chat. And sometimes YouTube takes the video down because they're scared of the replicas that I have. So I will do. I have some replica props, not all blasters. I got lightsabers. I'm wondering if they're going to cut me out for that. But usually it's a hot toy, action figures. There's a wonderful community of like-minded individuals who really do make the experience that much more fun. The chat's amazing on that. I love everybody who's on there. And yeah, it's a lot like this. It's really, really, filled with jokes and humor, and we have a drinking game as well. So Tune in Sunday nights, Fun Boxing Sundays.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
DK, do I even bother throwing it to you? What have you got for the people?
Absolutely
They can't
nothing.
find you
Again,
anywhere.
can't find me anywhere right now. Let's give it another week, and I'll get back on IG soon and respond to all the birthday wishes that everyone messaged me on.
Instagram said you were online today. Were you on? It had the little
I
green
got into Instagram through Threads, and that's how I saw like a bunch of people message me on my
okay.
birthday. I was like, "Oh no, I should really log back on."
Yeah, you totally should. Can't leave all these people hanging who are being so nice to you.
Very nice for me. So again, thank you everyone for all the best the birthday wishes. And yeah, Kevin and I will be at a convention on Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Come visit.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
We'll hang out. We'll hang out. I'll see you Sunday. I will be doing the streams Sunday for Patreon, and I'm gonna try to do quarterly giveaways through there. Again, for the low price of one action figure that you can find at Ollie's or Ross, $5 US, you can join Patreon and support the channel. It goes towards new things to review, equipment, upgrades to the channel, and you get early access, ad-free content through Patreon. And if you go for the second tier, we do live watch-alongs. Last week we watched more Batman the Animated Series through Discord. It's a lot of fun and a way to kind of, it's like hanging out with friends watching a movie. You get to talk and chat and, make the wisecracks, because you don't want to go to a movie theater and make wisecracks to a stranger. So you get to watch with friends and do it that way. So it's patreon.com/toyingaround. I want to thank these wonderful patrons who are on there: Corey, Kayla, Rockmaker Collects, John Edwards, Alexander Eagleson, John, Domu Chichiro, Wingerloos, Dario, Toy Farce, Rhea, 796 Studios, Yoko, Matt Logic, Dave, Tommy K, Quinn Calling, Michael Hogan, Jade, The One Fist, Tyler, Penfred Nuno, Bat Force Grumps, Nightmare Nemo, Carl, Marie, Cornelius, John Takis, Aaron S., Carrie Fanti, and I believe Jason as well. Paulie, DK, thank you for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Have yourselves a great evening and keep toying around.
Good night, everyone.
Peace. Jay Sinner. Yes, that's the one. Wait, what song did we do last week? It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's too late.
It's too late to
birthday.
apologize. It's
There you
too
go.
late.
Give me more, baby.
I can't remember.
Just stretch into the microphone.